What's up, guys? Welcome to tonight's late night agenda here on Anfield Agenda. I am, of course, your host Craig. Tonight we're calling it James Milner Appreciation Night because I thought it's only right that we take a moment to have a chat about James Milner's amazing impact at Liverpool Football Club since his free signing from Manchester City. So, we'll wait till people come into the chat. We'll really get stuck into this one, but I just thought we'd be a little bit different tonight and we'd have show a bit of love for Jimmy Milner because my fucking God does he deserve it. The man has been an absolute revelation since he joined Liverpool Football Club, and I just wanted to take time out of our day, have a moment to talk about him and say how brilliant I think he's been, because I completely underrated and underestimated James Milner when he arrived at the club. I went just last season, I said to our guys, do you know what? I don't think I want James Milner near midfield this season, before the season started. I remember one specific incident being at Dublin for the Liverpool-Bilbao game, and Jurgen Klopp came into the dressing room, or to the post-match press conference, and he said, having James Milner back is like having a new signing. And I remember thinking to myself, fuck off, Jurgen. With all due respect, mate, I love you, but come on. And then he went on to have an absolutely amazing season, make me look like a complete fool, the fool that I obviously am. So I just wanted to, I've apologised for that time and time again, in my own head and on podcasts. So I wanted to come on tonight and do something a little bit different and have a bit of fun and have a bit of James Milner appreciation. So let's look into the chat, guys. We've got Mickey, Dennis, Will, Carl, El Chapo, Mickey, Lalu, Thomas, Junior, Anthony, Evan, Rocco, Jimmy. I think I've got everybody there. Damo, how the hell are we? I hope you're all keeping well. Mickey Fryer says Milner has got better and better every single year. Absolutely, he has, mate. He really has. To think he's 32 years of age, that to me actually seems young when I think of James Milner. I think of James Milner, and I was only saying this to Cash in a pod earlier on. I can't believe that I'm older than James Milner, because in my head, I feel like James Milner's an elder statesman, and I look up to James Milner, and I almost look at him like an elder statesperson, which I believe to be older than me. So I'm 36. Clearly, I'm fucking older than Jimmy Milner. But what a dude. What a dude. Hello all, says Thomas. Good evening, Junior. What's up from Evan? Oh, nice top that I have on, said Dennis. Just arrived today. It's not just this. You guys can't probably see this, but I'll turn around. Maybe you guys can see. I've got it. Naby Keita 8 on the back. I'm not usually one for getting names and numbers on the back of shirts, but I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to get Naby Keita. Is Jimmy Milner a man crush? Somebody's saying he might just be. He might be my middle-age crisis of a man crush for football players. He's won me over, guys. He's absolutely won me over. And still to this day, I'm still underestimating Jimmy Milner and what he brings to Liverpool. Will said Milner runs almost 13 kilometres every single game. Sean is in, mate. Sean, how are you, sir? Great to have you with us. It is right, and we see him with I call it a bleep test. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but when you go back in pre-season and you do your fitness test beforehand just to see what your rate is. I call it a bleep test. There might be other names for it. He constantly wins them season on season, doesn't he? He makes a show of the younger, supposedly fitter people. He's a machine. The man is an absolute machine. Like a fine wine, said Evan. He gets older with age. Milner just seems to improve, said Rocco. Real Madrid beaten by Atletico. I just seen that, guys, and do you know what? People probably think that's the reason why I was late coming on, but it isn't. Honestly, it isn't. The reason this stream was late starting tonight was because we were recording a podcast and it ran a little bit over. Myself, Cash and Dave recorded what we're going to call Between the Lines. We had this discussion last night on the stream. We looked for a name. Between the Lines is what we settled on, and tonight was the first one. So that will be up on all the podcast apps. It'll be late, I'm not going to lie, because I've got to do this stream, get off the stream, and then I'll upload it. So it'll be ready for breakfast, and if you're in America or Australia, then maybe you can catch it later on. I'd say give it about 3 hours and it should be good to go. Junior says De Bruyne is out for 2 or 3 months. And I have to say, I want to take a moment to talk about that as well, because banter aside, football rivalries aside, Kevin De Bruyne is an absolutely exquisite footballer. He's somebody that we obviously all enjoy watching because he brings a lot to the English game in the Premier League. So I want to take a moment just to wish Kevin De Bruyne well, obviously, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of most, if not all, Reds when I say that we want him to make a speedy recovery. There's no denying that this may play into Manchester City's rivals, us included, to our advantage. Of course it will, that's just human nature, but we do of course want to give our best to Kevin De Bruyne because the Premier League's a better place for having footballers like Kevin De Bruyne in it. So we do wish him a speedy recovery, as we do with our very own Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. You never want to see a player pick up an injury, let alone one that'll keep them out for months on end. So hopefully he comes back fit and healthy and fighting soon. Top looks pretty great. Thank you very much, Frankie. Kevin De Bruyne's injury, for those of you who don't know, it is his knee. He did his knee. Was it his ligaments or his medial ligaments? Or I don't know what he did, but he's going to be out for a few months. Liverpool fan, i.e. Will, says I'd start Milner over Wijnaldum. So he'd go with a midfield of Keita, Fabinho and Millie. Mo Salah said it's night for me. It's night for me as well, guys, but I am aware that we have people watching the stream from all around the world. Our very own Rod is from Australia, so people from all over the world, and that's what I like about this. I said this on last night's stream, I counted up. We've got 103 countries or something like that now that watch our streams and listen to our podcasts, which blows my mind, it really does. Dennis is saying everybody hit the like button, and please do, guys. If you're watching the stream for the first time, or if you're joining us as you always do, so many of you do, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and get us pushed out there into YouTube land. Senior El Flamo, I'm going to go with El Flamo, said Milner was the best player on the pitch in his last 2 games. Madness when you think of all the quality players beside him. Pure class, deserved a name for the stream. Thank you, mate. I thought so as well. There's sometimes very little to talk about in Liverpool land because we do these streams every night. Only so much stuff can happen. But you know what I thought tonight? Let's do it a little bit differently. Let's show a bit of love to somebody who deserves it. Junior said City still have a lot of depth though. They've got Bernardo, Mahrez, Foden, and they do. But you know, we're not really. I'm not giving goodwill to Manchester City. I'm just wishing a player well who you don't want to see out of the game. Kill for Hire said I just drafted De Bruyne in my fantasy league, my auction league. I didn't have him on my team, luckily, so I'm shit at fantasy football anyway, but that's one bonus I suppose I can take from that. Fuck Real Madrid, said Louis. Did you guys see the incident with Diego Costa, by the way? Diego Costa and fucking what's his face, the little bastard who was slagging off Klopp the other. I can never remember his name already. It's gone. Sergio Ramos. Did you guys see the incident with him? I mean, Diego Costa is the cunt. Like, he really is. He's the prick's prick. He is like the king of these fuckers. So he put Ramos in his place. He absolutely put Ramos in his place. Booted him up into the air. Elbowed him. He was all over him. I love watching Diego Costa play against Sergio Ramos because he kicks the shit out of him. And he does what you want every player to do against Sergio Ramos. So, well in Diego Costa. Well in Atletico Madrid as well, getting a 4-2 victory. Lopetegui's not off to a great start there, losing to his rivals in the European Super Cup. They can say they don't care about it, but a win is a win. When you beat your arch rivals, you beat your arch rivals. So, first bit of silverware of the season for Atletico. Nothing again for Real Madrid, and good enough for them. Fuck them. What else have we got? Apparently De Bruyne's injury is the same as his old one, which kept him out for months, said Louis. De Bruyne is one of the best central attacking midfielders in the world. Unlucky in injury, only good for us, City losing a player of that class. Feel bad for De Bruyne, one of my favourite non-Liverpool players. He's on both my fantasy football teams, so I'm out of the running now maybe. Beneficial to other team in the league though. And it is true, to be fair, like it will benefit Liverpool to an extent, of course it will. But you still don't want to see the best players in the league injured. If you're going to win it, you want to win it the right way. You want to beat the best. To be the best, you've got to beat the best. And let's see how it goes on. But of course, we do wish him the best. How many more times can I say the best there in that sentence, by the way? Sean said, obviously De Bruyne's injury is bad for the league and I wish him a speedy recovery, but it's about time that we had a bit of luck for once. Maybe this could be our year. I've seen a couple of people thinking along the same way, Sean, and you know what, I'd be lying if that thought didn't cross my mind as well, that maybe this is the start of a few little bits of luck we need, a few things to start to fall into place to make Liverpool genuine title challengers this season. And as I said, I'd be lying if I said that didn't cross my mind, mate. He's only out for about 2 months, says my parents are disappointed in me. That's 2 months, still quite a long time, mate, particularly at the start of the season. If they drop a few points and we can put a gap there, you know, it all helps. Always loved Costa, not really, but fuck Ramos, said Junior. Do you know what though? Costa is that player, isn't he? Where if he's in your team, if he was a Liverpool player, for instance, you'd love him. You would love him. You would, like think about how much we loved Suarez when he was up there, and he's like Suarez on steroids with regards to the shit stirring that he does. So you can understand why Chelsea fans loved him so much when he was there. You can understand why Atletico fans love him so much, and it's good to see somebody give Ramos a taste of his own medicine. So well done, Diego Costa. Well done indeed, sir. Compare Milner's professionalism to Pogba's, says Gareth Phillips. And that's it. Jimmy Milner is the ultimate professional, isn't he? A lot of the time he doesn't do the sexy stuff. He's not going to score the screamers from 35 yards. But he does everything solidly, gives 100% for the team. And he has been possibly one of the best free transfers this football club has ever had. Squisms with a brilliant point said, good evening all and happy birthday to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Get back better, come back stronger. Brilliant sentiment, mate, and thank you for that message in. Because obviously Chamber watches this, to be fair. I mean, I have no doubt that he's sitting at home there with Perry and they're tuning in to the Anfield Agenda late night stream. I mean, otherwise he'd probably be tucked up in bed, but you know, he stayed up late just to come on and watch. Dirty Girl is in, good evening to you. Said good evening mods, good evening Craig and Connor. And all the new viewers, which is very kind of you, very nice of you to say. I really want Shaqiri to start, said Louis against West Ham. Eric is in. Mo Salah fan said, I sub dude. Thank you very much, mate, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing here, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. I still think Manchester City are going to win the league, said Louis. As do I. I've been honest about it. They are favourites. You have to look at them as favourites, but we're there, mate. We're there. We're in with a chance. While we're there with a chance, you got to believe. Just made it in. Can you update me on the Kevin De Bruyne injury? I'm probably not the best one, mate, to update you on it, because all I know is he's out for possibly 2 or 3 months, and it's his knee. That's about as much as I know about it at this moment in time. I've no doubt that some of the guys in the chat are much better informed on it than me. I've been making content this evening, so I haven't had much spare time to read up. Everybody will have Neves after game 1, said Thomas. Not in my team either, but then again I did say I'm shit. Mo Salah fan says Manchester United have become weak. Mate, you're new to the channel, so I'll let you in on the phrase that I use here when we talk about Manchester United or any other teams. And this is respectfully, fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, fuck 'em, fuck 'em. We're Reds, we love Liverpool, and I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. I think Manchester United are definitely weaker, and that's great. That's a beautiful thing to see. But fuck them, because they're Manchester United. Fuck them, because they're not Reds. And welcome again. I said this a minute ago, but welcome, mate. It's great to have you in. Great to have you contributing to the chat, guys. If you haven't yet gone on to anfieldagenda.com and signed up for a membership, please do so. It's absolutely free to sign up, of course. Just go on to anfieldagenda.com, click on the membership section. Put in your email address, put in your own unique password, boom, there you go. What will you get with your membership? Well, of course, you get access to all our members' chats, some private streams that we're going to do, possibly even some private pods. We're looking to add that as well. Maybe discounts on merchandise and lots of other bits and pieces that we're working on. We've had loads of people sign up already. I've had a bit of interaction with people in the chat on there. We're looking to make alternative chat rooms as well to give you guys more than one place to go in and talk. So thank you to everyone that has signed up, but if you haven't yet done so, jump over there, anfieldagenda.com, create your free membership, and become part of the family here. By the way, the away kit you're wearing would look smashing with a white liverbird. The orange and purple is not a good combination. Thankfully, they have the white on red for the home kit. I love the orange and purple, mate. That's what makes it stand out for me. As I said to you guys last night, I'm a sucker for bright colours. You seen the fucking green t-shirt I was wearing last night. Yeah, it's the orange that makes this for me. And the only reason that I actually bought it was because of the orange name and number that I believe you can only get from the Liverpool club shop, because it's the Liverpool name and number. It's not the Premier League one. So that's what made me get it. When I seen my son's shirt and I seen other kids with the name and numbers on the back in orange, I thought, ooh, that looks quite nice. I'm going to get me one of them. So bought this from the club shop. It arrived today. Absolutely delighted with it. And that means I've really splashed out this season. Actually, I've got the home, away and the European. So I've spoiled myself a little bit this season. De Bruyne has a Fekir injury, says Aaron. Diego Costa is a legend, says Carmen. Oh, mate, seriously. I cannot say how happy I am that he kicked fuck out of Sergio Ramos. It's beautiful. Junior, we need to find different game changers, said Thomas. Milner deserves a lifetime supply of Ribena or maybe a few cans of Diet Chav. Absolutely, I mean, Milner hit us up. We'll definitely send them some Diet Chav. We're working on a new formulation at the minute, Diet Chav Energy. We just thought about it. Hey, fuck it, why not? We can go in and compete with Red Bull in that market sector. Diet Chav Energy, it's definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. It's the future. Hey Craig, thanks for the spanner. Only time I've been happy to be a blue, said Papa. I get you, mate. I get you. And it does actually kill us that it is blue. We've looked into changing it. We can't do it. It's just, the way YouTube go about things. We wish those spanners. We wish the spanners were red, mate, but unfortunately we can't do it. If City are favourites, they looked weak in midfield, in my opinion, before De Bruyne came on. Fernandinho and Silva both haven't got the legs anymore, said Junior. Jimmy said, I can't wait till we play United, as can I, mate. I mean, I can't wait till we play City, Spurs, United, all the big things, because that's what this is all about for me. It's about the big games. It's about the Reds going and stamping their authority on the league and just saying, do you know what, motherfuckers, we're here. We believe we're the best. Come get some. Boa Noat Galera, mate, I've no idea, and I probably mispronounced that as well. I've no idea what that says. Apologies. I think we might get Leon in the group stage just because of the Fekir saga. It would be about the way our luck goes, mate, wouldn't it, to be fair? Ribena Energy, said Far Isle. Aren't we in the same pot? Our pot hasn't been decided yet. I know Benfica have got through, but there's still one more round for Benfica. I believe they have... Is it a qualifying round against... Is it PAOK? If memory serves me correct, I think they might have a qualifying round against PAOK, but they do have another qualifying round to go. For some reason this season there's a fourth qualifying round. It only applies, I think, to 8 teams. So if they get through that, we're in pot 3. That's all I know with regards to that. I couldn't tell you what pot that Leon are in. Where else are we? Recessionizer said surely UEFA will make Madrid and Liverpool happen in the group stage with the hype starting to build up. Do you know what? I think we beat them. Honestly, hand on heart, I think we go beat Real Madrid now. I look at that Real Madrid team, and outside of Gareth Bale, I don't see anything that scares me. And it looks like Modric may be off in the next few days as well. I think what VCO, the Roblox Sambaya, is trying to say is, hello, I've subscribed to the channel. I hope that's what you're saying, mate, and if you have, welcome and thank you. Shirt looks amazing, buddy. Thank you very much. LFC Dalek, just as I said, just arrived today, and like a big child, I put it straight on me. As soon as it came, I was ripping open the plastic, taking off me top, throwing it on the sofa, and trying it on. This Liverpool front 3 were not as good as Dalglish and Rush, says Gareth Phillips. Joel Matip and most of the squad who didn't play at the weekend played a game behind closed doors today at Melwood. Hopefully another good option at centre back. Absolutely, they did indeed play a game behind closed doors. And fingers crossed Matip didn't pick up an injury with a whole game. Hi Craig, keep up the good work, said that boy Anto. Thank you, Anto, mate, and welcome to the stream, buddy. Thank you for joining us. And happy birthday, Ox, again from Eric, and very nice sentiment. I can't wait for Spurs and Wembley. We owe them a hiding, said Skipper Dog. We do. And you know what? I can guarantee you 100% without a fucking shadow of a doubt, Dejan Lovren plays that game. You know Klopp loves a redemption story. Dejan Lovren will be playing in that game if he's fit. I would stake my life on that. Junior reckons we need to win the mini league between the top 6 clubs this season, and that's a good shout. We have done that. We did that not last season, the season before. I don't think we lost to any of the top 6 that year. PAOK, Frankie saying it is PAOK. Cool, so thank you for that one, guys. Yeah, it's weird that they have that 4th round this season, isn't it? And I don't think it's even for everybody. I think the reason they have it is because some of the countries like England, I think, and Italy and stuff, the 4th place teams now go straight into the group stage. DZB is, of course, saying hello from Glasgow, mate. Great to have you with us again. Cameron fancies us to beat Real Madrid if we played them. As do I, buddy. As do I. The Raptor's here. The Raptor has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the building. Can you hear the Raptors roar? Farrell said, wow, must have had a Twitter purge. Lost 32 followers since this morning. It happens us from time to time on Twitter as well, mate. I think we lost close to 200 followers one day. Like that, from a Twitter purge immediately. And of course we lost YouTube the other night. We lost 60. So our goal tonight, guys, on this stream is to finally repass 3,200 subscribers. So if you are watching, it's your first time or you haven't yet subscribed, please do take a moment to hit that subscribe button. And for those of you that are in here already, you guys know what I'm going to say. Hit that like button, smash that like button, give us a thumbs up and help us get suggested to other users. I want Madrid in the group stage, says Gary. Would be good, Louis, but he's not. Guys, as well, I did say if anybody wants to jump on the post-match show after the Crystal Palace game on Monday, jump onto the Anfield Agenda website, and of course you do have to sign up for a membership for this, so jump on there. I have put a question in there, I've posted on there saying anybody who wants to be on the post-match Palace phone in, just reply to me on here and I'll sort it out. I think we've had a couple of people respond. I think there's maybe 2 more spaces available. So if any of you guys do want to do that, go onto the website, find that comment and just leave me a reply on there and I will sort it out. Real Madrid are scared of us, said Cameron. Hi Craig, just in now. Team should worry about us, not worrying about who we were drawn with, says Aliu. Absolutely. Daniel said 9 more subs to hit 3.2k. So let's do this, guys. Come on, we can do it on this stream. It's only 9 subs. I'm sure we can get that. I'm still fucking mightily pissed off that we went from nearly 3,250 to less than 3,2 because of a purge of inactive accounts. Dat Boy Anto said, love your streams. That is so kind of you, mate. Thank you. I think nobody wants us in the group, said Mickey. And Mickey, mate, I think you're absolutely spot on. Nobody wants to play Liverpool. Absolutely nobody. Anybody who comes up against Liverpool knows they are in for one hell of a game, and nobody wants to come to Anfield either on a European night. Do you know what's funny though? The amount of times people say, fuck your Anfield atmosphere. This thing about Anfield won't faze us. It won't faze Borussia Dortmund. It won't faze Roma. It won't faze Manchester City. What happened, motherfuckers? What happened? You came to Anfield and you all shit your cumulative fucking pants because Anfield rocks. People keep underestimating the effect of Anfield on European nights and let them keep doing it at their peril because Anfield on European nights is an amazing place that is capable of amazing things. Connor Masterson back from injury for the under-23s. Hope he gets back to the levels that he got to in the Champions League squad, and Nat Phillips as well, and they can push each other on to improve, said Damo. Obviously I'm going to be a bit biased towards young Masterson because he's Irish. I'm going to want to see him succeed, but as I said many times, Nat Phillips has had a smashing pre-season and has done his chances at Liverpool no harm whatsoever. Why have you got to wait till fucking Monday for Liverpool to play again, said Gary, mate. I hear you, I feel your pain. It was one of the reasons why we decided to do that midweek podcast, because just to break the week up a bit, because it feels like a long time between last Sunday and next Monday. So yeah, I get you, buddy, I feel your pain. Dirty Girl said, Craig, would you buy Zaha? I wouldn't have minded him at Liverpool, if I'm being honest. He just signed a new contract today, I think, at Crystal Palace, so he's not going to be in the market anytime soon, although we don't know actually. That could have a buyout clause or a termination clause in the contract somewhere, you never know. Would I buy him or would I have him at Liverpool? Yes, I think he's most certainly good enough, and he would be very, very good to have as an available option to play in the wide forward positions for us. He's a really good player. It's unfortunate for him that it didn't work out at Manchester United, but wrong time, wrong place. I think it was a little bit too early for him. He probably still has one big move in his career, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes, because he has all the talent in the world. He seems a very, very good footballer. Could probably up his goal tally a little bit if I'm being critical of him. Steve is in, mate. Good evening to you. Craig, have you seen the mess with Tottenham's new stadium? They're not sure whether they'll play against Manchester City. Well, we spoke last night obviously about the fact that Liverpool's game was moved and that Spurs have had to, extend how long they're going to be at Wembley for. But as you're rightly pointing out there, Louis, there is an NFL game scheduled for, is it October 6th or something? The day they're supposed to play against Manchester City, and they can't, of course, use Wembley because the NFL are playing there, so they may have to find another ground. They may have to ask the Premier League to reverse the fixture, which they probably won't do. So there's talk that they might use Twickenham. There's talk that they might have to ask another club for use of their stadium. It is a bit of a mess. We spoke last night about it being a little bit embarrassing for Spurs. Well, it's gone past a little bit now into the realm of absolute, being a farce. But look, not our club, fuck them, but it's still something you wouldn't expect to happen, particularly under Daniel Levy, because to be fair to Daniel Levy, he usually is an excellent businessman and runs things very, very efficiently at Spurs. Kieran reckons that Letty around for the double. They've had a good window. They've definitely had a good transfer window, bringing in Lamar. Did they bring in the dude from AC Milan as well? Is it Kalinic? I think they brought him in. A few other players they've added as well, and they've kept players, which is most important to them. They kept Griezmann, they kept Oblak, they kept Godin, who swears blind, by the way, that he wasn't using Manchester United to try and get a better deal at Atletico. No, of course you weren't, Diego. Of course you weren't, mate. Vinny is in. Vinny, good evening to you, mate. Thank you for joining us. Stephen Dwyer is in. Stephen, how are you, mate? Thank you for coming in. Kishan said, does De Bruyne's injury make things a bit tough for Manchester City? Well, look, let's be honest, guys. If Kevin De Bruyne is missing from any team in the world, it's going to make him weaker. As somebody pointed out, Manchester City do have a lot of options there. Obviously, they signed Riyad Mahrez. They have him available now. But yeah, it does weaken them, in my opinion, because you do want Kevin De Bruyne in your team. Last night, we spoke about what players we take from Manchester City and drop into this Liverpool team. And we struggled in some positions. We struggled to find players. But one thing that almost everybody in our chat seemed to agree on is that we'd have Kevin De Bruyne. So that goes to show you what type of a loss he may be for them. Who's better, Milner or Cout? I'd say James Milner is better, but I love Dirk. I do love Dirk, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'd say Jimmy Milner is probably better. But I do love Dirk. Two really, really good players that you'd want, and it would be a manager's dream to have in the team, because they both give you 100% week in, week out. And it's a really good comparison, mate. A really good question to ask. So well in with that one. That's a really good question. You guys have stumped me on here a few times with questions, and that's an absolute beaut there from Ryan. Can't wait for the cup games, as I'm desperate to watch LFC more than once a week, said Eric. Again, something I discussed tonight with the guys about the Champions League games and stuff. There is an international break in September, which fucking annoys me. Reckon the purple kit is one of the best we've had, said Stephen. That's just because you're seeing it on me, mate. Tell the truth. This bald head and this purple kit, you're just saying, ooh, wouldn't mind me a bit of that. I mean, if that fucking egg can wear it, then I can wear it, surely, is what you're thinking to yourself. This year's kits are absolutely sexy, said Kill for Hire. I'm all about the grey one, if I'm being honest, guys. I've said this time and time again. I absolutely adore the grey kit. I know some people call it a white kit, but I'm sticking with it being grey. I love that kit so much because it reminds me of my first ever kit. Imran said Ramos. I hate him. Kennedy is shite, said Kieran. Would you guys take Gareth Bale? Asked Gareth Phillips. One part of you screams yes immediately, Gareth, because of how good he can be, but another part of you thinks he's too injury prone. He's getting towards the latter stage of his career. What is he, 28, 29 now, I think, Gareth Bale? He's a tremendous footballer. There's no doubt in that, but you won't get a season out of him. So it's hard to say no, but with the money that would be involved, I'd say no. But from a footballing perspective only, yes. I hope that's about as good as an answer as I can give you. What's happened when you lose a lot of subs, i.e. 200? What's SQ? I don't know what that means, mate. Dirty girl, I don't know what that means. What's happening when you lose a lot of subs, i.e. 200? Sometimes it can be... Okay, so here are the reasons people lose subs, I suppose. You can say something that offends people. A lot of people clearly jump on that, take offence and unsubscribe. you can put out crap content, or you can have done something really big that people have liked, and then when they come back you haven't got consistency and all of a sudden you might see a drop off. Or you can have what happened to us. You can have YouTube going around and purging inactive accounts or bot accounts that people just set up to either spam, that people set up to just, come on once and haven't used again. So there's various reasons why that happened, and with us we lost something like 60 or 70 subs because of inactive accounts. Daniel said, just put the link to the stream on my Facebook page, which is 2,000 people. I hope it helps. Daniel, mate, you're an absolute legend. Thank you, sir. That's really, really good. If anybody, by the way, we've always said this is a community thing, and it is. And just to show you how serious we are about that, Daniel just touched on Facebook there. I got to be honest. I have an absolute hate relationship with Facebook. I despise it for reasons that I don't want to get into on here. But if anybody wants to jump on and help us set up an Anfield Agenda Facebook page, or we may even have them, but if anybody is good with Facebook and they want to help out with an Anfield Agenda Facebook page, contact us via email on the website or on our Twitter account, and we will happily get you guys involved with us. I mean, this is a community thing, as we keep saying. We're also going to be maybe bringing on a couple of riders to, I won't say the staff because that's not the right word, to the family today. Bit of bad news, guys, a small bit of bad news, which of course I'm going to try and bury in good news, but Tom, you guys aware of Tom? Tom has been with us since the very start. Tom has decided that he's no longer able to commit to the amount that we need people to do, to be fair. Tom's a young man and very active. He's got a partner, obviously, got work, lives a life like everybody else. Tom, unfortunately, won't be with us anymore. It's a shame. We've told Tom the door's always open. We'd love to have him back at any point, but this stuff can take up a lot of people's time, and people's time is precious. So Tom decided that as things stand in his life at the minute, he can't quite commit to the amount of time that would be needed. So sadly, Tom won't be with us anymore, but that them's the breaks, and we'll push on. And we have a great group of contributors on here. So best wishes to Tom, obviously, and thank you to Tom for everything he's contributed, because Tom's been an absolute legend for us. So a little bit of bad news there, and we don't like to often give you guys bad news, but with every bit of bad news there's a lot of good news, and the good news is that the content keeps on coming, guys. As we said, we got the podcast coming out tonight for you guys, which is going to be class. It really was good. It was a short one for us. It was about half an hour long, which for us is a short one. Usually our podcasts are about an hour and 15 minutes. So that's gone out tonight. You've got this stream, of course. I'll be back again tomorrow night. We've got the Cop Council coming out at the weekend. The content will keep on coming here, guys. And we're working on player review videos as well for when the games are over. Charlie is going to be doing them. Lots and lots of content. And one last thing. One really bit of good news. I want to run something by you all and see what you think. We have an idea, but for this idea to work, we need you guys to buy into it. So here goes. We want to make this as interactive as it can be, as we can possibly make it, because, as I keep saying, it's a group, it's a collective. We want to push this forward. We want to get you guys involved. So we had an idea. We do our post-match shows, which you guys are aware of. We're going to have you guys coming in to do phone-ins and stuff like that. So we thought to ourselves, how great would it be if we set up a link or something on the website that people could jump on when the game is over, record less than 1 minute video giving their thoughts and reactions to the game, upload it to the website, and we will then put them all together, create a nice little compilation video and post it up on the YouTube channel, and we can get people sharing their thoughts and opinions on the game. And you don't have to worry about coming on or being nervous, because it's a 1 minute thing. It can be 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever the hell you want. We just thought maybe that's something you guys would like to do. Maybe it's a little feature that we can have. And of course there will be bloopers, there will be trolls and stuff involved in this as well, but we've got a plan for them as well, don't you worry. Anybody who's silly enough to send us a trolling video, they'll get their money's worth, don't worry about that. But yeah, it's something that we thought we'd pitch to you guys, see if you like it, see if it's something you want us to include, because again, we take feedback seriously, and everything that we've spoken about before is serious. We want you guys to be as involved in this project as we can. Egghead, what's this? You're one ugly egghead. Look at the size of your baldy head. Bateson, says Zach. Is it Zach Norris? Zach, mate. Let me find Zach's comment. We have a little chat with Zachy Poo. Where is he? Where is he? Ah, you've hidden him. Zach. Let me just have a little chat with Zach. Zach, mate. Do I have a bald head? Yes. Firstly, mate, I don't even know who the fuck Bateson is. So we'll go with that one. But with regards to your baldy little ugly egg head, mate, let me show you. You can say I've got an egg head. Fair enough. But you know what else I have, buddy? I have these big Irish balls that you don't have, my friend. These big Irish balls come on here every single night. Put myself out to the world and put myself out there to be judged by little prepubescent wankers like you that haven't got the balls to go and make content, or haven't got the balls to come on and show their face in public. So slag me for being ugly all you want, mate, but I have these big old Irish balls that you're never going to have, son. So, you know, game recognises game, and son, you don't have any, so go fuck yourself. Now, what else have we got here? Connor is saying we have a group on Facebook that the legend that is Mickey Fryer started up, so then hit up Mickey and Mickey will help you out and you guys can work with Mickey. 3,211 subs, you absolute legends. Thank you guys so much. That really does mean a lot to us. We're getting back to where we were, and it's only because of you guys. Not into the purple kit. The grey is old school, said Daniel. Craig, I had the purple one and the bald head too, said Stephen. So there you go, Stephen. You've got the winning combination. The purple kit and the bald head. So, I mean, there you go. Do you have a name and number on the back, Stephen, or are you old school like that and you just don't believe in it? But if you do, let me know, mate. Purple all the way with the orange numbers, says Skipper Dog. The Raptor said, I can't fucking stand the purple kit. Apologies, Mr. Holden. Mate, it's all opinion. No need to apologise, sir. I've got to be honest, when I first seen the purple kit, I said to Connor, no fucking way am I getting that, buddy. Not a hope am I getting that kit. And here I am, in the kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hypocrite. I keep saying I'm a hypocrite. I wish I had a drone to fire at Ramos, said Dirty Girl. What else have we got? I love the grey kit, says Eric. It's a beaut, mate. It really is. It's an absolute beaut. And my little dude of a son has it as well, with Lucas 6 on the back. And it brings a smile to my face every time I see the little dude legging it around the house in it. Mickey said that he's into all three kits this year. What do you guys think of the change to the red, by the way? I'd like your comments on that one. What do you guys think of the new red colour that we've had in the last 2 years? I absolutely fucking love it. I love that red so much. I've heard some people say it's a mank red. I don't think so. Personally, I love it. And I also want to know what you guys think of the home kit this year with the collar. Are you a fan of collars? Usually I'd say no, but you know what? I think this kit looks smart. Personally, it doesn't really suit me. I don't think it looks well on me. I do have it. I prefer the grey one, but I do think it's smart. But mainly, what do you think of the red, guys? Do you like that new deep red that Liverpool have used in the last 2 seasons? The thumbnail is like a Halloween poster. Said Football and Infinity, we're trying to do things differently. We're shaking things up a bit. We are not going to be like everybody else. We're different. We're going to try and do everything different. Whether that be thumbnails, what we do on here, how we talk, how we treat people, how we interact. We're going to try and do everything differently, because there's too much fucking boring stuff out there. There's too many people who just agree with each other and just all love each other for the sake of it. And that's not us. That's not the Anfield Agenda. That's not how fans talk. You guys know we have great banter on here back and forth, and that's how I want this to be going forward. I want you guys to come on and share your honest opinions. If you think that we played shit, say it. If you think I'm a ball cunt, say it. If you don't agree with something I say, by all means say it. If you love what somebody else says, agree with them. We will have fun here along the way, guys, and this is your channel. Anfield Agenda is a fan driven channel for you guys, by you guys. And that's where we're going to differ from everybody else. We're going to do this together. We'll succeed as a group. And not because we want to fucking have big egos, big heads, make money or make ourselves famous. Because that's not what we want at all here. The Raptor, we shall see. Think they're already brewing something of the sort. I just find it fascinating to eavesdrop over how fans see us amongst themselves. We put a post up on the Twitter account today. Just saying, you know, what we said earlier on. Wishing best wishes to Kevin De Bruyne and stuff like that. And it was amazing. Like, people were like, other fans were like, but he's not a Liverpool player. But why are you doing that? And we're just saying, like, this is how football fans should act. This is how, as human beings, we should be fucking acting. Like, football is football, banter is banter, but, you know, being decent And showing respect should be a minimum in life, and that's what we like to do towards Kevin De Bruyne because we think he's a top class footballer. The Raptors just screaming, "We've got our Facebook page, Craig, you fucking clown." As I said, Facebook and me aren't friends, buddy. But as Connor also pointed out, Raptor, Mickey Friars, look at those guys, especially Mickey. I think, as Connor said, is behind it. So jump on Mickey and jump on Mickey. There you go. That's a phrase, isn't it? Jump on Mickey there. Everyone jump on the Mickey. Jump on Mickey there, and he'll let you know and sort you out with the Facebook page. Sad news, Tom is a good pundit, said Thomas. It is, mate. It is. We're going to miss Tom. Tom is a great bloke. I had so much fun doing shows with Tom. But, you know, maybe he'll come back again down the line. We've told Tom the door is always open. Shame about Tom. Give me a bell and I'll make the tea for yourself, said the Raptor. Mate, I want to get you on a pod soon. We have to have this discussion. Who'd like to see Raptor appear on a pod? I know I would. I'd absolutely love Raptor to come on a pod, mate. So let me know. We always chat offline as well, or off the stream. So do let me know if you want to come on a pod, mate. We'll make it happen. You know we will. Nabil Fakir says, "Let's bury it in some good news. I'm signing in," said Nabil. There you go. Bit of good news for everyone. We might not have got Nabil Fakir to Liverpool, but our own Nabil Fakir is signing up. So there you go. What more can you ask for? He's not banned. He's only timed out. Who do we time out? I don't know. Somebody time somebody out. I just trust their mods on here. I'll let you guys do that. Where were we? Sorry guys, just trying to get back through the chat again because I keep losing my place. Where was it? It was highly unlikely. That's the phrase I'm looking for here in the chat. Oh, there we go. Nabil Fakir says, highly unlikely, but anyone heading to the Reading festivals next weekend. So there you go. If anybody is, do let Nabil Fakir there know. Gareth said, "I wouldn't mind Klopp at the Toffees, dream on." Gareth, of course, is an Everton fan, but Gareth is an excellently nice Everton fan, an absolute gent who comes into our streams, and we welcome Gareth, and we enjoy his banter. But you're not getting Klopp on, mate. It ain't happening. You can forget about it. And what do you feel about the manager you have at the minute, mate? Are you happy? Do you miss Big Sam? I'm sure you don't, but let us know. What are you expecting from Everton this season? What are you expecting from the gaffer? And what will constitute a good season for you guys? Zach Norris, are you 6 years old, said Mickey Friars. 6 is probably a push, mate. He definitely has the mental age of 6. We'll definitely give him that one. Marlon said 3.2 subscribers, Craig, mate. Only because you guys are super legends. That boy Anto said Bateson is another YouTuber. I know. I actually do know who he is, to be fair. I just didn't want to give that prick the satisfaction. But yeah, I do know who he is. I know he's a very divisive YouTuber as well, who likes the block button apparently. FIFA YouTuber, said Alpha. Sorry to hear Tom can't continue. I enjoyed his contribution, said Damo. We all did, Damo. Tom was a top bloke. Is a top bloke. He's still around. Tom is a top bloke. The Raptor is the hidden gem, said Alpha. I love the Raptor. The Raptor is my kind of dude. He really is. Balls out, doesn't give a fuck, says what he wants, does things his own way. That's what I love about the Raptor. Craig, you've been a great addition to the whole YouTube Liverpool season cycle. These vids and podcasts are gold, and your team are obviously top notch. Thank you very much, Hugh, mate. That's really kind of you to say, and they are. Whatever you think about me, the guys that work with me, they're all legends. Every single one of them. No more so than Connor, the guy that makes all this tick, makes all this happen, puts all the tech work in, and can knock one out faster and more frequently than anybody else. Connor is the James Milner of the masturbation game. I mean, that's where Connor is in this one. And again, buddy, I know there's fuck all you can do about it because you're not on the stream. Well done, Craig. 1-0 Craig against Zach. I'm bald too, so the purple kit is on, said Mickey. Mate, treat yourself, why not? Oliver Bond is complaining about some people begging for a ticket to the game. That's karma for saying Michael Edwards, Fuck him. Honestly, I don't know, man. Why do people want to divide fans? I don't get it. Fuck it. Bring fans together. That's what it's all about. We're all in love with the Reds. We all want the same thing. These people that think they're above anybody else, I mean, because they have a few followers on Twitter or whatever, and as I said before, I don't know Oliver Bond, but just going off that type of comment that you posted up there, that's fucking ridiculous. Fuck him. The Raptors my favourite person in the world, said Nabil. Salah 11, Steve in orange. Apparently I sound like a posh Scouser, says Gareth. What does a posh Scouser even sound like, Gareth? You let us know. Maybe we can get a video clip of you someday. Maybe you can send it in to us after one of the games, possibly the derby, and let us know your feelings. The kit looks better when you wear it other than on the pic, said Mickey. That is true, actually. I found that with a few of our kits in recent years. They do look better in person than the images that are released, so that's a good point, mate. Neil said, Craig, this is a brilliant show and you're a brilliant host. You talk sense and are fair too. Thank you, mate. I do try to be fair as much as I can. I know I go off on tangents at times, but I've never claimed to be normal, so you're just going to have to bear with me. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It means a lot to have you back here night after night. And if you are watching, guys, you know where I'm going with this one. Do hit that subscribe button. Do smash that like button. It gets us suggested to other Reds. I don't know how the technical side of it works, but I just keep thinking of us. You hitting that like button, you hitting that subscribe button, and YouTube going, oh, seriously, these fuckers are live now. We better push them a little bit. In my head, that's how it works. So, anyway, do hit them buttons. The red kit is a bit darker, is it my eyes? It may be a smidgen darker than last year, to be fair. Craig needs his own song, said Alpha G. I could think of a few songs a few people would like to write about me, alright. The word bald and cunt would certainly be in those songs. Daniel likes the darker red. Connor absolutely loves this season's home kit. It's a beaut. Well, you know when Connor spends his money on something that he definitely likes it. I mean, Connor is as tight as, I don't know, a nun's knickers, so for Connor to buy the home kit, he must really like it. He told me if Liverpool win the league that he'll actually buy me a pint as well, which, I mean, if I could frame that pint, I would. Imagine a song about Craig getting sung at Anfield. You're just a fat eggy nonce, you're just a fat eggy nonce, There you go. That's probably the song that would get sung if it was ever sung. Yeah, I was begging for likes and retweets. Oh, okay, so that's why somebody put that out. No problemo. Ryan Halden said, do you think we will win? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, Ryan, mate. If you're asking about Palace, then absolutely, buddy. If you're asking about the league, then we're in with a chance, is all I'll say there. Congrats on 3.2k, said that boy Anto. Thank you, sir. I kind of like the new red because it's the same as a European Cup winning kits of yesteryear, says the Raptor. It's a beautiful colour. I absolutely adore the new red. The red home kit is 10 stars, says Eric. I adore the deep blood red so much, it rocks. Connor said, if you think the stream's thumbnail is weird, then just wait until you see the next podcast's one. Yeah, that's true from Connor. That is a bit fucked up as well, but that's what we love. We're fucked up in our own beautiful way. That podcast will of course be out later on tonight, guys, so keep an eye out for it. If you're going to stay up late, or if you're like me, you like listening to the podcast going to sleep, keep an eye out for it. We will be putting it up probably after midnight, to be honest. Gareth Phillips said, this fella is quite addictive. I need to go, but I just can't leave. Thank you, mate. And from a toffee, that does mean a lot, seriously. The fact that we're keeping you entertained really does mean a lot to us. Bear in mind we used to play in blue and white in 1892, Craig. The deep red is smart. Got the red and grey too. Heard it's Nike next season. The kit deal isn't up this year, buddy. There's more than 1 year to run on the New Balance deal. I did have a little chat. I did ask that when I was speaking to somebody from the club recently about something. I did mention that, and there's more than 1 year left on the New Balance deal. So, but either way, when we do change, mate, I hope you're wrong. With all due respect, because I hate Nike football kits. If we ever had to leave New Balance, Under Armour or Adidas. Adidas purely because, as I said before, we'd get to have the retro kits back. And I could think of nothing better than being able to go and buy the 1988, 86, 89, 90, all those beautiful old Adidas kits. Connor said we're at 3,222 subs. Fuck me, mate. We may even get to 3,250 on this stream. I know that's a big ask, guys, but if you are watching and you do like the podcast, please do hit that subscribe button. We're absolutely burying the subscribers tonight, which is brilliant. So thank you so much to everyone that's watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's see if we can hit 3250, and you know what? Connor's definitely not coming out if we hit 3250. That's all I'm saying. Dennis said, my son asks what time will you be doing the Anfield Agenda streams in September because it's when he goes back to school. We're looking to do them a bit earlier. People have said that to us previously about when the summer's over. It depends on if we're recording a podcast. That's the God's honest truth. If we're not recording a podcast, then we can certainly come on and start a stream at maybe 8:30. But if we're recording a podcast, then it will be pushed back. But to be fair, what we're going to do is we're going to have a set schedule. So you guys will know. You won't have to even ask these questions anymore. Maybe on the website. It's actually probably a good idea, Connor. What we should do with the website is we should have a weekly schedule on there so people can have a look and go, okay, Tuesday podcast, Wednesday stream, Thursday pre-recorded video or something. Again, just to let you guys know what we're doing and when we're doing it. So that has another great question from your son, mate, that has actually led to me getting a new idea. So thank your son for that one, please. I love the 88 Adidas kit, said Dirty Girl, long sleeve, gorgeous on Craig Johnson. Alpha says, Dur Craig, the unit, Dur. I don't know what team that was supposed to go to, so apologies if I've just butchered your song. The Raptor said, I like the style of the second and third strips because I can't fucking stand Liverpool tops with collars and buttons. Mr. Bugsar said, best channel, I look forward to it every night. I don't always comment, but I listen all the time. Mate, thank you. It's great to hear these things, but it's even greater to see the same people coming back night after night and see new people join the streams as well. It just lets us know that the family is growing and people are digging what we're doing. And it's only because of you amazing contributors that this show is still on the road, so thank you. Mickey wants us to keep New Balance because we don't want generic kits, and that's a good show. That's one thing about New Balance is they're a little bit different. And I think they make good clobber as well, if I'm being honest. The stuff apart from the jerseys I think is nice. They make brilliant trainers as well, so yeah, I don't mind New Balance one bit. A few more comments I'm trying to catch up with, guys, so just bear with me. Connor said we're at 3,234 subs. We're getting loads tonight. Oh my god, that's nuts. Thank you so much, guys. You're absolute legends. Can we please address Stevie G's Ligma? Ligma? Am I missing something here? Yes, I obviously am getting this closer, so please just spell it out for this bald idiot because I'm not getting what you're saying with Ligma. I really hope you get a poddy out tonight, says Y7. We do, we will have it out. It's recorded, it's edited, it's ready to go. It's just a matter of me uploading it to the podcast apps. And as Y7 has said, if you guys do enjoy our podcast and you're wondering where you can listen to them, of course you can go onto the website now, anfieldagenda.com, and you can watch all our YouTube content on there. All our podcasts are on there, all on players, handily built into the site for you guys to just go watch, enjoy at your own leisure. Our back catalogue is there as well, so all our previous stuff. If you're like me and you're always out and about and you like listening to podcasts on the go or in the car, our podcasts are available on iTunes, Acast, Castbox, Podbean, Spotify, pretty much every Google Podcasts, every major podcast app at this point. There's probably one or two that we're not on, but not any that I've been made aware of yet. So just search Anfield Agenda on there, hit the subscribe button. They're all 100% free, of course, and you'll get updated with all our podcasts as and when they go live. Connor is saying, which Ligma is that? The balls one. So yeah, again, it just shows that I'm an idiot that hasn't got a clue what people are talking about. Good to see Real getting tanked tonight, said Paddy. It is. It's good to see them get a spanking, mate. And fair play to Atletico. They've laid down a marker for the new season. Stephen Dwyer said, Craig, did you hear Shaqiri turned down the scum? He only wanted to join Liverpool. I seen that somewhere mentioned today, mate, but didn't read into it enough to really know a lot about it. But he does seem a perfect fit. It's been no secret that a couple of years back we did look at bringing him in as well. Maybe it wasn't the right time then, but it looks like it is the right time now. So bright things ahead for Sheridan Shaqiri at Liverpool, and fingers crossed he's going to be the player that he's looked like so far, because he looks absolute quality. Garrett said Liverpool should go back to the mid-70s kit. it would have a psychological effect. It would bring a statement that Liverpool are back. And there were some great kits as well, Gareth, to be fair. Posh Scouser, Cella Black maybe, says Recessionizer. Score predictions for Monday, asks Owen Jones. So if everybody wants to put that into the chat. And I will get back to that, but I just want to get to a Periscope question. Can you see any rotation against Palace, says Adrian Cocking 7. Hello Adrian, mate, great to have you along. Can I see rotation? Not much, mate. We may see Fabinho introduced. Other than that, it's tough to say because the midfield is so hard to choose at this moment in time with the options Klopp has available to him. I always say it's horses for courses depending on who we're playing, but the front three probably aren't going to change. But if they did change, having Daniel Sturridge as an option is brilliant. Shaqiri, I don't see him starting just yet. I see him being an impact sub, particularly if we're chasing the game against Palace or we haven't quite got the breakthrough yet. The only place I'd suggest we may see some rotation is in midfield, but then again, who do you drop? Because they all played so well. Jimmy Milner, man of the match. I thought Gini Wijnaldum was excellent, and of course Naby Keita had an amazing competitive debut, so lots of headaches for Klopp. Possibly Fabinho to start, but if I'm being honest, I'd probably rather Fabinho start at a home game where he has the support of the crowd behind him for his first, competitive game. So it's a tough one. Maybe one or two, Adrian, mate, is all I can really think of. Where was the score predictions? Anyway, back to Owen's question. Guys, score predictions for Monday, so do put them in the chat there and let me know what you're going with. My prediction is a 3-1 win to Liverpool, Owen. I hate to predict us conceding one, but it has to happen at some point. So I'm going for a 3-1 win for the Reds. You can get retro kits in the store, said Mickey. You can, of course, Mickey, but they don't have the Adidas crest and they just don't look right to me without having the Adidas or the Umbro or any of those things on them. They just look weird. So getting the Adidas back on them would be a quality. And I do have some retro kits in the wardrobe over here, but some of the ones I have I got from China and they do have the dodgy Adidas on them, to be fair. DZB said, is it right that LFC are thinking of getting Rat Boy back in the next window? I've heard nothing to suggest that we're going to go back in for Suarez, to be honest, mate. Connor said if we win the league, he's getting a Michael Edwards tattoo. Remember that, guys, because I'll be honest, I said if we win the league, I'll grow a mohawk and dye it red, and I will stand by that. So if Connor wins the league, you guys better hold him to getting that Michael Edwards tattoo. Owen Roddy, has he just been spamming us or calling me a cunt or something? Because I see a lot of his messages have been deleted by Connor. Actually, I can view the message. Bateson's head with Ozil's eye. Come back when you win 20. Mate, come back when you can actually produce semen. That's probably my answer to you there, but Bateson's head with Ozil's eye. Fair enough. Bateson's head, Ozil's eye, and the cock that Jerelman loves. But, we don't talk about these things on stream, mate. But that's the beauty being on here, Owen, mate. I can time you out, but I know I'm in your head, dickhead, and you can't get rid of me, because we're here forever. And don't talk to your father like that, Owen, or Aaron, mate. It's not right. I think Mark Bolan was a Liverpool fan. What else have we got? The Raptor said that Silla was brought up on Scotty Road. Would you put a man-to-man marker on Zaha? He needs attention, says Dirty Girl. It's a good question, actually, but no is probably my answer. I'm a great believer in having other teams worry about what we do and enforcing our style of play on the game. I've no doubt that Klopp will have singled Zaha out and the guys will have a plan to deal with him, but I wouldn't sacrifice our system to have man-to-man marking on him, if that makes sense. The New Balance, as well as we don't want generic kits, said Mickey. 3,240, said Vinny. My God, guys, we're going to hit 3,250 by the looks of it. I don't even want to guess where we might get, but thank you guys so much. We're only an hour into the stream, so we've an hour to go, and we're already after gaining about 40 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. If you are watching, please do hit that subscribe button and do hit that like button. Another shout as well for the website, guys, anfieldagenda.com. Don't forget to go on there, sign up to your free membership. Join in the chat with the guys on there. You'll get discounts on merchandise going forward. You will, of course, get access to private member streams that we're going to do and a few other bits and pieces. We're actually looking to possibly do a mail out as well at some point, but we have to get you guys to do an opt-in on that as well, so it's something we'll talk about down the line. But for now, do jump on there, do create your free membership, because as I said, we've been inundated with people signing up. We didn't think we'd get this many, and the more the merrier, of course. But don't forget to do it, guys. anfieldagenda.com. And while you're on there, if you want to check out the pods or some older YouTube videos, they're all there in one place, ready to go. And Connor's put a brilliant quiz up there as well about former Liverpool players. See if you can recognise them. See if you can look at the images and recognise who the players were. I thought it was quite easy, to be fair. And maybe I'm just being a bit big-headed there, but jump on there. I think there's 8 of them, 8 questions. So tell me what you get. Hopefully everybody goes on, smashes it, and gets 8 out of 8. I think the Raptor should be Lord Raptor, as he's the top guy, says Dennis. Do you know what? He's a top guy off stream as well, mate. We've had a bit of interaction with the Raptor back and forth on Twitter, and he's a genuinely lovely guy. I think Zaha will be in Virgil's back pocket, said, is that Jimmy Wright UK, mate? Or Jim Wright UK, apologies. Yeah, I think we'll deal with him, I do. Solid 2-0 win, said Ashley James. Fabinho penalty and Mo Salah. Interesting point, actually. Is Fabinho going to take the penalties this year? Is Mane going to take the penalties this year? Is Mo Salah going to look to take the penalties this year and increase his goal tally? Has Klopp said who's on penalties? Because we've seen in pre-season they've been shared around a little bit, so maybe Ashley has hit on a good point there. Who is Liverpool's penalty taker for this season? How to Win Friends and Influence People by Gareth Phillips. Jason Roberts. Is that Jason, my good old friend Jason, as in Jace? I hope it is, Jace. If it is you, mate, welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you on, buddy. Already fed up with the Fabinho Hendo argument. Both will be really important. Love the options that we have now. Squad getting bigger and better. Up the Reds, mate, and I hope you're well. So I think that is my good friend Jace Roberts, who, if you guys don't follow on Twitter, search him on there, Jace Roberts. I will get Jason Roberts. I'll get you his Twitter handle now, because Jason is one of the best Liverpool fans you can follow on Twitter. He makes brilliant posts. He writes brilliant articles, and he's been somebody who I've been proud to call a friend on there for a long time. So I'm trying to find his account now just to make sure I give you guys the right @ so bear with me 2 seconds while I get Jace's messages up. So many accounts, actually, guys. That's why I'm taking so long. So bear with me. There he is. So it's @J5onRoberts. So I'm going to put that in the chat because it's a little bit strange. Do give Jace a follow, guys, because you won't regret it. He's one of the most honest, down-to-earth Liverpool fans you could ever hope to meet. And somebody, as I said, who I've been proud to be able to call a friend on Twitter for a long time. So give Jace a follow, you won't regret it, and I'm sure you'll enjoy any of his articles or content that he puts up, because it is all quality. So where is it? There you go, it's gone into the chat there now. Jason Roberts, but the S is a 5, so it's JA5ON Roberts. But Jace, yeah, back to your point, mate. It is a great headache for Jurgen Klopp to have. And you're right about the Hendo-Fabinho argument. It doesn't have to be an argument. They can complement each other. We know that Hendo is capable of playing in various positions in that midfield. He can play as a 6, he can play as an 8. There's no reason why we may not need to be a little bit more defensive minded at times, and Hendo may be able to sit back and allow the forward players to do what they do best, which is attack. So I get you, mate. I'm sick of all these and/ors with our squad. The beauty is that we have a good squad that's capable of chopping and changing and competing on 4 different fronts. So well in, Jace, good point, mate, and I'm right with you on that one. Where's Connor? Connor said you thought it was easy. Hang on one sec, where is his comment? You thought it was easy because you told me who to put in the quiz. There you go, exactly. I never said I didn't cheat a little bit, Connor. The Raptor said, now Jason, that's the sort of talk I like, total positive. And that's just another reason why you should follow Jace. He isn't one of these fucking fly-by-night merchants who just reacts to things. He's a level-headed guy. He gives a good, honest opinion of the Reds. Damo, the Everton team of the mid-80s, will give anybody a game. Wouldn't mind Kevin Sheedy in this Liverpool team. I've got fond memories of Kevin Sheedy as well, Gareth being an Irishman of course, particularly his goal against England in Italia 90. Beautiful left foot on him. Really good left foot on Kevin Sheedy. Mane and Salah will get a hat-trick, said Joe. I'm loving that optimism, Joe. Connor said, really don't like Salah on penalties, same with corners. I do like him on corners because I can't see him being much use in the box, to be fair. And he does have a good left foot on him, but I get where you're coming from. Trent on the opposite side on corners is a great idea though. This Premier League we never get penalties, said Mickey, so yeah, it's a good point. Why have anyone take them? We're not going to be getting them, so it's an argument we don't need to have. Craig, get Cobra to do a stat sheet for the website each week. I mean, if Cobra wants to contribute to the website, we can absolutely have Cobra jump on and help us out. This is a community project, guys. We keep talking about it. There's no closed doors here. If anybody has any ideas or anything they ever want to pitch to us, our door is always open for you guys. I know it's nothing to do with this stream, but what do you think of the YouTube boxing scene, i.e. KSI versus Logan Paul? My daughter was trying to explain this to me before. I've heard of Logan Paul. I know how big he is. I don't know who KSI is, although he must be somebody of equally as high a standing on YouTube. One thing I'll say is, one thing I've seen pointed out was when McGregor and Mayweather did their press conference for the fight, or one of them anyway, I think one of the videos had 9,000 views or something, and the Logan Paul and KSI one had something like 45 million views in a couple of days, which is crazy. It just goes to show you how big and popular these dudes are on YouTube. I don't know either, so I've no right to comment on it, but anybody, and I mean anybody, that puts the work in and has the balls to step into a boxing ring, fair play to them, or an MMA ring or whatever it is they're fighting, fair play to them. It takes tremendous dedication and willpower and balls to do it, so you know, fair play to them. Let them do it, and hopefully of course you don't want anybody to pick up an injury or, you know, get a head injury or anything like that. So yeah, fair fucks to them. Are they making money from it though, or are they giving it to charity? That's something I'd like to know, if anybody can help me out on that one. I think, if I remember correctly, is it in Manchester, or was that just the press conference? And I do think that what's the Geordie guy's name? True Geordie. I think he's doing the commentary on it as well, which is class. The Raptor said, the funny thing about the trolls is that they're not even bright enough to thumbs down after they've chucked out the silly little people. Oh, it is RJ's. There he is. He said, far too kind with your praise. Thanks, mate. Enjoying the stream. Keep up the great work. Jace, do you know where I could get an editor anywhere, mate? By any chance? I'm only messing with you, buddy. Mickey said, I think the trolls are 6 years old. I think there was no football before 1992, just like some of the United fans. That is true. Come back when you have 20 is a great answer. I would love to sit these fools down and quiz them on football, honestly, because I'd say most of us have forgotten more stuff about football than these idiots would ever know. Connor said that he works for Babe Station. People call into him on late night TV. Gareth asked, who are Liverpool looking to sign next season, mate? I haven't got a clue. We're only after getting through this mad transfer window. The only player I think we genuinely have an interest in and might look to do next season is Christian Pulisic, purely because he'd only have 1 year left on his Dortmund contract at that time, and I'm massively biased in that I really want Liverpool to sign Christian Pulisic. Craig, I can put a link to your channel on a Liverpool chat page. This will increase the subscribers on your channel and get even more viewers. Oh mate, that would be very welcome. Thank you so much. Please do. And if you need anything from us, just ask, mate, and we will happily supply you with it. Good evening, Craig, said Peter. Peter, mate, great to have you on. Thank you for joining us. Just, I got excited there for a second. I seen 18 million subs and I thought, Jesus, we're having one hell of a night here tonight. But it was just that by Anto let me know about, I think, Logan Paul or that KSI dude. 18 million subs. Wow. That's serious numbers, isn't it? I mean, ridiculously serious numbers. Craig versus Connor live on YouTube. To be fair, I mean, it's a completely different weight class there, to be fair. Connor's much lighter than me. Connor said, the boxing match really shows how big YouTube has gotten. TV is dying a slow death, and platforms like this are taking over. Probably a true point, Connor, but with the increase of things like YouTube and stuff, you've seen the smaller guy often get pushed aside or trampled on, so you'd hope that somebody comes and competes or gives people a fair platform to make their content on, because there's a lot of people out there putting in a lot of hard hours to make content, and you hope they get the audience or at least get a fair shot at getting their content out there and about. Craig, I'm on about Sterling in the next window. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. I thought you were talking about, when you said Rat Boy, I automatically thought you were talking about Suarez. I've no idea. He is stalling on his contract at Manchester City, but you know they'll probably get it. They'll probably get that contract sorted out. What else have we got? It's in Manchester. Geordie Lawrence and Joe Weller are commentating on it, and I imagine some of it is going to charity. KSI fought Weller and it was like 50% to charity. Well, look, if they're giving away a lot of money to charity, then fair play to them. And you know, as I said earlier on, you just don't want anybody to get sparked out and pick up a brain injury or anything. But I'm a massive boxing fan, as I've said before, so huge respect to anybody who has the guts to train and get into the ring. Far Isle said, Jace Roberts, nice to see you here. A lot of great insights you've given us over the past few seasons, and thank you for all your work. And I absolutely echo Far Isle sentiments there. Do you have a day job, Craig? I've explained this one before. I live a very weird lifestyle, Shane. With my son needing the amount of, I won't say help because that's not the right word, attention, time from my wife and myself, I can't work a 9-to-5 job. I can't work a normal job. So I have my fingers in many different pies, shall we say. I've interest in tattoo businesses. I've bought and sold maybe, I think, 7 businesses over the years so far. I do little bits and pieces, and I do okay. I do enough to get by. I've never wanted much out of life. All I ever wanted is enough, pay the bills, keep the roof over the head, have a holiday, and you know, keep the kids warm and fed. But no, I don't, and I never will ever have a normal 9-to-5 job, because with my Asperger's and my personality, I'm not built for it. I'd be thrown out of an office within a day because I'd have told the manager to go fuck himself or something, because my brain's wired a little bit differently to everyone else, and it's not for me. This type of stuff is for me, and being able to do stuff in my own time, be able to do stuff that I want to do when I want to do it, because at times I could work for 20 straight hours on something if I get really into it. So that's one of the reasons why a couple of the businesses that I bought and sold have done well, because my addictive style of personality allows me to delve right into stuff. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm quite what's the word I'm looking for here? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, guys, so bear with me for 1 second. Consistent, I suppose, with the content we put on here each night, because I kind of tell myself, you got to do it, you've got to be on there, you've told these people you'll be there every night, get the work done, mate, go on there and enjoy yourself. And that's the kind of way I try and do things. If I tell people I'm going to do something, then I work my ass off to get it done. And coming on here is never a chore, though. It's an absolute pleasure. Joseph is heading off. Joseph, mate, thank you for joining us. Jason said, I'm useless on here, but thank you, Far Royal. No idea how to tag you, but very kind. Vinnie Johnson said, Joel Matip is back in training, which is always great news. I can be a hypocrite, but I'm not going to be in this case. I'm not a fan of Matip. I just don't think you can rely on him at all. He picks up too many little knocks and strains, and he hasn't had a consistent run in a long time at Liverpool. He's a decent centre back, to be fair, but for me now, he would be 4th choice centre back. In my eyes, he'd be behind Joe Gomez and Dejan Lovren. I don't even need to talk about Van Dijk. Obviously, he's numero uno. Smash that like button, lad, says Connor. Okay, thanks for the explanation, said Shane. My pleasure. always open and honest on here, guys. Feel free to ask me anything you want. What's this comment here from Periscope? Stevie Wonder may as well be our keeper. The way Pepe Reina is playing. Don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm going with the Stevie Wonder may as well be our keeper, because we're not going to need it, because we're just going to be smashing teams. So I get where you're coming from there, buddy, but we do have an amazing keeper. I'm so happy that we brought Alisson to the club, guys. My favourite piece of business of the summer. Love the dude. Expecting big things from him as well, particularly with his distribution. Somebody had a bet on, I think it was Cop Idler, somebody had a bet on at 80-1 that he gets 4 assists this season for Liverpool. Would love to see a prime Cara next to Virgil van Dijk. My dream centre-back partnership. Jockey Hansen would be mine beside Virgil van Dijk there, to be fair. That would be pretty damn class. Or a very fit, primed, ready to go Danny Agger alongside him as well. But look, we can but dream, unfortunately. Guys, if you are watching, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to check out anfieldagenda.com, our brand new website where you can sign up to a free membership and keep yourself up to date on all the best Liverpool content. Well, we like to say the best Liverpool content, but we're biased, of course. Just as well, I want to stick it into the chat. I don't think I've mentioned it tonight, and if I don't mention it at some point, Connor is going to whoop my ass, but people often ask us, is there a way that they can contribute to the channel? And while money isn't something we ever push, and while we firmly believe that content should be 100% free, if anybody does want to help us out, and people helping us out is the reason why we'd be able to build a website and all these kind of things. If anybody does want to do so, you can jump onto patreon.com/Anfield Agenda, and it's really straightforward on there, guys. You can sign up to, it's a monthly thing, I think, so you can pick whatever works for you, £3, £5, whatever works for you guys, and you can become a patron of Anfield Agenda that way, and every penny that we get goes straight back into the running of the channel. It certainly doesn't go into our back pockets, I can guarantee you that one. So patreon.com/Anfield Agenda. I've just stuck it in the chat there now. Just out of curiosity, what's everybody watching the stream on? Phone, laptop or tablet, Connor wants to know, so maybe people can help us out with that one. Hippia and VVD would be good, says Megan Onky. Mickey used the word lads, meaning everybody, but yeah, all the lads and ladies in here. If Sturridge was injury free, what would he be worth? Asked Gareth. It's a good question, mate. Jesus Christ, what would Danny Sturridge be worth in this market, this crazy market? He's 28 years of age, so taking that into account, an injury-free Daniel Sturridge, I would say 70 would be my guess. That's how much I value the dude. I think he's that good of a footballer. And with this crazy window, yeah, I think 70 million wouldn't be too much to ask for a 28-year-old Daniel Sturridge if he was fit and on form. Anybody else have any figures that they think Daniel Sturridge would be worth if he was, fully fit and firing? Nabil Ryland says, would be interesting to see if Joe Gomez gets a proper run at centre back with Matip back. I think he will, mate. As long as he keeps performing, I think Klopp will keep trusting in him. And I'm a firm believer in, if you have the jersey, you keep it until somebody comes and takes it off you. And I don't think, he's only had one game. So for me, the jersey is with young Joe Gomez, and it's up to Joel Matip or Dejan Lovren to go into training and take that jersey from him. Hippia and VVD would be good. I spoke about that one. Danny Agger and VVD for Nabil. Mickey, when we say lads, especially being Irish, especially Connor being a culture as well, we mean everyone. It's not like lads doesn't mean boys. When we say lads, it's just a way of addressing a room or a group of people. So I think that's what Connor meant when he was saying lads. Centre backs, Alan Hansen, full stop, said Gareth. He was class. Absolutely class. Absolutely shite as a commentator, but absolutely class as a centre back. Let's have a sing song, says Monkey by One. Or Monkey B1. Said Bobby Firmino, teeth as white as snow. Bobby Firmino scores the vital goal. Bobby Firmino So if anybody wants to sing that when they're home there, feel free. Let's have a bit of a sing along with Monkey there, but I won't be singing it because I can't sing for shit. Kill for Hire said, I almost forgot the thumbs up. How dare you, sir? How dare you? You should be severely reprimanded for your actions. But yeah, if you are watching, guys, do give us that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time or you haven't yet done so. We do these streams nightly. All of our content, guys, we said it earlier on, it's 100% free. By subscribing to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel, what do you get? You get all of our podcasts absolutely free. You get to become part of what is the fastest growing Liverpool community, I think, outside of the big boys. And it is, we are like small ickle man. You get to become part of the fastest growing Liverpool community out there. You get all of our streams free. You get our watch alongs on match days. You get our post match shows. You get so many things free just by subscribing to the channel. So please do so. Craig, what's your favourite keeper? Mine's Jersey Duda. For me, during my time watching Liverpool, so far it's probably been Pepe Reina, to be fair. Peak Pepe Reina was unbelievable. Some of the best distribution I've ever seen from a keeper. And he was breaking clean sheet records for fun as well during one of his seasons at the Reds. So, love Pepe Reina. Did mind a bit of Brucey Grobler as well, but my God, was he fucking insane. They say most goalkeepers are a little bit crazy, but Brucey took it to a new level. Sacco said Meganonki. Will is heading off, mate. Good night. Great to see you again, and no doubt we'll chat to you very soon. Mickey said, sorry bros, at least I've learned something like culture, mate. No need to ever apologise on here. Nothing was done intentionally to cause harm from you or Connor, so don't you worry about it, sir. Mickey fella said, thumbs up for you, listen every night. Thank you, Mickey, mate, very kind of you, and I hope you continue to enjoy the content, and welcome into the chat. As I said, Sacco for Meganonki would be his. Yeah, I mean, with Mamadou Sakho, actually, maybe that's somebody we would have a chat about. How did you guys feel when Sakho was I won't say fucked out of the club, because that's not the right way to phrase it, but clearly whatever he did, Jurgen Klopp felt he crossed the line, and that his behaviour wasn't the type of behaviour that he wanted from players at Liverpool Football Club. So I always fully back the manager on that one, but maybe let me know what you guys think about it. What's this dude saying? I've no idea. Would you ever consider doing ASMR? Would be abs per file. No idea what that means. No idea. Maybe I'm not speaking the lingo here or something. Maybe I'm too old for it, but I've no idea what you're trying to say, my friend. Ray Clements was Pat Bott's favourite keeper. A little bit before my time, mate, but everybody who has seen Ray Clements says nothing other than he is the best goalkeeper to ever wear a Liverpool Football Club shirt. Milner is so fit and healthy in every way. He truly shames the younger generation. He does. He's an absolute beast. James Milner, I don't know what the dude does, but as we said, his fitness levels and the quality he's been able to keep up at a consistent level throughout his career deserves immense respect. Damo said, good on you, Mickey fella, it's addictive, isn't it? I'm so glad to hear you guys enjoy what we do on here, and to see you guys keep coming back. It means a lot to us. If it wasn't for you people coming on, then of course we wouldn't be here, and that's the whole point of what we're doing. We keep saying it, we are a community, guys. We do this together. Still feels like a long way till Monday though. It really does. Monday just feels like it's so far away till Liverpool play. Thankfully, look, we'll have some games to watch over the weekend, but Monday can't come quick enough for me. Phil Neal for Meganonki. I just came to talk about James Milner, said Jasmine. No problem. We love Jimmy Milner. As I said, this is Jimmy Milner Appreciation Night. Can't say enough good things about James Milner, so welcome and thank you for adding into the chat, Jasmine. Ronnie Whelan would have been worth well over 100 million today, says Gareth. What would Milner be worth? Actually, that's a good question. It is James Milner Appreciation Night, so we wind back time. James Milner is now 26 years of age. peak career, what would Jimmy Milner be worth in this market? It's a very tough question to answer. So yeah, let me know. What would James Milner be worth? 26 years of age. He's 6 years younger than he is now. Let me know. What would he be worth? Luke reckons we need a Bruce Forsyth appreciation night. Bruce Forsyth was a legend. I have to agree. Love Brucey. The man was just Mr. Show Business, wasn't he? Never put a foot wrong. Always on the money every week, week in, week out. So yeah, Jimmy Milner, what would he be worth? I've no idea what price I'd put on a 26-year-old Jimmy Milner in this window. What was this one? Where's that comic on? Sacco acted the maggot too much. Shame, really. James Milner is the fittest player according to Klopp, said Mickey. Ray Clements was great again from Meganonki. Connor said, Craig, ASMR, now that would sell. I haven't got a fucking clue what that is. I'm obviously showing my age here. Off topic, but Madrid looking like they could use a certain Hazard fella. Would be so good for Chelsea to lose him and not be able to replace him. They'd be fucked, says Nabila Rylands. That is the funny thing about this window. Like, it's still open for some European clubs. We've seen actually a lot of rumours around today that maybe Simon Mignolet could be off to Napoli, but that looks like it's done now. They're after signing, or they're after agreeing terms for the loan of that guy from Arsenal, which is a shame. The Italian transfer window closes on Friday, so there's still a couple of days to go there. I still have a feeling we'll see Simon Mignolet moved on somewhere, but Napoli would have been a good club for him to move on to be fair. It is odd that they've went and signed a keeper on loan. I thought I was in luck. I thought Mignolet was going to be on his way out there today. The Raptor sent me a message this morning, let me know about the interest in, we knew about the interest, but let me know that it may well be happening or that they were seriously considering it, but sadly they looked elsewhere, which is, it is a shame, because I would have liked to have waved goodbye to Simon Mignolet. I heard Millie has massive balls, King Kong balls, said Monkey P1. Sakto acted the maggot, shame really, says Recessionizer. No changes to the team against Palace, says Ryan. What drugs did he take at Damo? He took, drugs isn't the right words to say, he took fat burners, I believe, that weren't on the club's accepted list or weren't given to him by the club doctors or physios. I think that was one of the major things that he did. And then I think he was acting the maggot as well. I think he showed up late and he was just doing a few things that obviously Klopp wasn't happy with. 85 million, said Thomas, for Jimmy Milner. Eric says 90 million. Megan Onke said Milner equals Gareth Bale. £75 million from the Raptor. DZB has got 95 mil. HD Clown thinks Millie is priceless. Anthony reckons 70 to 80 million. Dennis has been very specific here. He's gone for 80.5 million. Gareth said, what will Crazy Horse Emlyn Hughes be worth? A shit ton of money, mate, is the answer to that one. Raptor Millie probably has 3 balls, said Pepper Red. Jasmine thinks that Milner would easily be worth 45 million. Cheers for the shout out. Pleasure. Thank you for joining us. You're always welcome. It's a community on here. We're always willing to interact with each other. So thank you for joining us. And thank you for the contribution as well. Mo Salah said, how you doing, Craig? I am excellent, buddy. Tickety boo, as I like to say. I am absolutely over the moon with how life is treating me at the minute. He took a slimming pill, says Damo, in regards to Mohamedou Sakho. James Milner is worth 6 special prawn fried rice with soft noodles or a double banquet with free prawn crackers. There you go. I mean, if that doesn't tell you what he's worth, what will? Jasmine said I will buy him for 90 million. Maybe that's just me because I love him and he's my favourite player. Nothing wrong with that. Glad he is your favourite player. We all have our idols. Mine is Bobby Firmino. But I have a very big soft spot for Naby Keita since he arrived. Gareth reckons that Neville Southall will be worth around £300 million. Neville Southall was an amazing goalkeeper, in all fairness. Gareth, he really was top quality. Connor said I sent you an explanation on WhatsApp. So let's have a little look-see to what Connor's talking about. Okay, I still don't understand it, but yeah, that's way above my pay grade, Connor, mate. But I'll look into that a little bit further, actually. We're 21 likes off hitting 100 likes on this stream, guys, and we still have time. We still have half an hour left. So if you're watching, firstly, you're very welcome and thank you for joining us. But do hit that subscribe button. If we can hit 100 likes on this stream, that will more than make up for being fucked over this week with the purging of accounts on YouTube. So please do hit that subscribe button. If we had 100 subscribers on a stream, I think that would be a record for us for a non-watch along, because we've got crazy numbers on them, to be fair. But do hit that subscribe button, guys. And what are we at with a thumbs up, gents? I don't think we've got a count on that one tonight. So can somebody let me know where we are with the thumbs up? So I'll subscribe if you promise an ASMR. There you go, Connor. Are we promising an ASMR? Are we promising one, Connor? If Connor says we're promising one, then we're promising one, mate. Check in with the younger dude, because this guy hasn't got a clue. Craig, the man with his finger on the digital pulse. Not a clue, mate. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what these things are, but if I get some to subscribe, then hell yeah, absolutely we'll do it. 100%. 78 thumbs up. And 90 likes, said somebody else, said DCB. So guys, let's hit 100 of them as well. How many people are watching? I'm sure there's a shit ton of people watching. Certainly enough to get us to 100 likes in this stream. Miggs is only staying to annoy you, said LFC Dalek. What he's managing to do, but he's certainly succeeding in his task. What will Kenny be worth? Oh mate, that's incomprehensible. To even think what King Kenny would be worth. I mean, fuck Ronaldo and fuck Messi. You're talking ridiculous money if Kenny was alive. Well, if he is alive, excuse me. If Kenny was playing football still and he was in his pomp. Thomas Boland says, Axelberg out, Clemens in, don't care if you have to wheel him in on a chair. Dennis said, how much is Sturridge if he never gets injured? I said earlier on, I reckon he's worth about 70 million at this moment in time if he wasn't injured all the time. So if it was a peak fit Danny Sturridge at 28, I'd still put him at 70 million. Connor said, saw some bizarre news this morning. Bordeaux made a move for Lee Cattermole. Is he still playing football? Yes, Lee fucking Cattermole, said Connor, from League One Sunderland, and couldn't afford his wages. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Lee Cattermole, Jesus Christ, is he still going? Kenny will be priceless, says Megan Anki. Michael Dunn is in. Michael, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining us. Glad we're in Europe. It makes us not be on Monday Night Football much, said Mickey, which is a good show. It's a good point. And also, if we're on Thursdays, less of these. We're not on Thursday, so we don't have any of these shitty Sunday games that aren't on TV, which I always hated about being in the Europa League. Don't mind playing on a Sunday if it's on TV, but a lot of the time when you're in the Europa, your games were automatically on Sunday, and a lot of them weren't on the TV, and it always pissed me off. Ashley James is heading off. Good night, Ashley. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you very soon. Gareth reckons Kevin Radcliffe will be worth 150 million. I've got to be honest, mate. I don't even know. I know you're an Everton fan, but I don't even know who the fuck Kevin Radcliffe is. Well, I know I'm not ashamed to say that clearly because I don't give a shit about Everton. 81 likes said DCB, 90 said the Raptor. I like the Raptors number more than anybody else's. 90 from DCB as well, so there, he's getting better. 91 from the Raptor. There we go. I like them numbers a lot more. Vinny said, we're at 3,243 subs, guys. Come on, we can hit 3,250, which was our target at the start of the stream. But let's get stuck into the Liverpool chat. I hope the subs will take care of themselves. People aren't on here to hear us shouting out for subs. People are on here for Liverpool chat, and that's what we want to give them. Klopp must have loved seeing Costa the Elephant Man bullying Ramos tonight, says Ryan. It was beautiful, wasn't it? Oh, it was fucking beautiful to see him boot that prick right up into the air. Are you on Instagram? Said Dirty Girl. I think we need one, Craig and Connor. As far as I'm aware, yes. Anfield Agenda does have an Instagram account. I've no idea what goes on there or what's posted up there. Again, it's something that I'm not behind. But yeah, I think I'm fairly sure Connor will let you know. I'm sure we do have an Instagram account. Michael Dunn is just introducing and saying hello to everybody. I would love to see Keita deal with Ramos. The swine, says Monkey B1. Kenny and Rushy together would be worth at least 600 million, says Gareth. And you are not wrong, sir. They absolutely would be. Today, Glenn Johnson will be worth 52p, says Steve. I take it you're rounding up there, Steve, as well, to be fair to Glenn. Yeah, Glenn Johnson. Yep, Glenn Johnson. Oh, Glenn Johnson. How do you become a mod? Hope I'm not being nosy, I'm just a bit curious, asks Dennis Smith. We wave the magic wand. There you go. Magic wand waved. Damo said, can we set up a Patreon account to pay poor Lee Cadamole? I'm sure you can if you want to, Damo. Be much better to jump on our Patreon account though, but yeah, you can set one up for Lee Cadamole and send them off to Bordeaux. Dr. Pepper or Iron Brew, asks Recessionizer. I'd be a Dr. Pepper in that scenario. Michael's heading over to Anfield in October, which is class. What game are you going to see, mate? Any trip to Anfield is a thing of beauty, so I hope you have a great trip. Did you see Ramos trying to hurt more players today, says Mo Salah? I did, but wasn't he dealt with beautifully by Costa? If you don't like Diego Costa for anything else in his career, just enjoy that boot that he gave him tonight. Beautiful. Charlie said we don't have an Insta. We do have an Insta. He said we don't have an Insta. No one posts on it though. I think he meant to say we do have an Instagram, but nobody really posts on it, says Charlie. Charlie, what is the Instagram handle or the Instagram username, mate? Whack it up there so people will know they can at least go and give it a follow. Again, yeah, I see the problem with Instagram, guys, and this account is, how can we benefit by using Instagram? Like, what can we contribute to Instagram? Because we don't take pictures. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants this mug going up on Instagram. So we've always looked at it and thought, there's not really much we could contribute there. So we probably need a presence, but, you know, it's not something that I think we'll be looking to get into or looking to make a push on anytime soon. We'd rather get the content right first, get the website ready. Connor reckons the Iron Brew is fucking rank. Don't you ever say that to Andy Robertson or he will fuck you up, Connor, if you slag off Iron Brew. Hates the Clown said, I can't decide if I hate Real or Barca more. Barca with their Suarez and Coutinho pursue versus that shit stain Ramos. Thoughts? Definitely Real for me. I've been honest and told you guys before that I've been supporting Barcelona as long as I've been supporting Liverpool, although I don't feel as strongly, anywhere near as strongly towards Barcelona, but I fucking hate Real Madrid. I just really, really despise Real Madrid and have done for a long time. Do you prefer Diet Coke to normal Coke? I hope this gives you your answer. Diet Coke for me, or Diet Chav, as it should be known, or is known on here, is definitely my preferred drink. It'll either be City or Cardiff, said Michael Dunn. Two vastly different games there, mate. But either way, whichever one you get over to, I hope you have a cracking trip. What else is there here? Instagram, Connor said, is at Anfield Agenda. Nice and simple. Brilliant. So yeah, Instagram account is Anfield Agenda. Skipper Dog said, I think the crazy transfer prices won't last. Something will be done. What will make the bubble burst, guys? Will the bubble burst for the entire fucking Premier League in general? I mean, can this money seriously continue? Can we continue to get this TV revenue? Can we continue to be expected to keep paying more and more and more into the industry? I mean, you guys know, anyone who has kids or anything, going to a game, expensive. Kitting the kids out in kits, expensive. TV packages expensive. More and more and more money is going out of everyone's pockets to follow the game that we all love. Monkey said, to become a mod you have to go to an underground town called Malice, swallow the bitterest pill and don't get fooled again. So let us know when you're back and we'll sort it out. It's great to see United in free fall, says Gareth. It really is, mate. It really is. Fuck 'em. It's a beautiful, sweet way of saying it, but fuck 'em. Fuck Jose. Fuck United. It's all that those bastards deserve. They all deserve each other. Mourinho deserves United, and United deserve Mourinho. Dennis said, thanks for making me a mod. I really appreciate it, and I'm here to make the channel as good as it can be. Just change your icon. I'm an absolute snob about stuff like this, Dennis, mate. But get rid of your little blue man there and just change it to a Liverpool crest or something else. Yeah, come on, Dennis. Come on, you can do it. If you don't know how to, we'll help you out. Cherry Coke Zero, Megan Anki. I mean, that's a big call, mate. That's a big call. Cherry. Jesus. Cherry Coke Zero. Nah, not for me, pal, but my daughter came home the other day with was it a mango Diet Coke or something? Fucking crazy stuff. Selling your stuff, mate, said Tony Smith. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What do you mean by that one? Do you ever get Tab, asks 30 Girl. I don't know if they've ever sold it, but I've heard of it. As you said, it's a clear cola. I've never had it personally, but I do know it exists. What is that mad water actually that I drink every time I'm in America? Is it Voss? Is that what it's called? It's some water, but it's in like the sexiest looking bottle I've ever seen. So I'm always drawn towards it whenever I'm in the States. And I leave it in the fridge for about 3 days before I drink it, so it's really cold. But yeah, it's water. It was saying it's really nice sounds weird. Michael said, I was in Liverpool in March to watch Porto and I had a ball. Zero chav, said Peter Sweeney. I had tried chav zero once and I didn't like it because I felt the same grittiness on my teeth that I got from drinking regular chav. Garrett said, Andy Robertson for 8 million, what a signing. Klopp is a genius. It has to be one of the signings of the past. I mean, one of the bargain signings of the past few seasons anywhere in the Premier League. It was just a brilliant piece of business. And we can't just put it down to a clever piece of business by Klopp. It was a great piece of business by Klopp, but then brilliant management to make sure, hold him back, get him used to the system. I'm sure build up his confidence on the training ground as well. And then Andy Robertson took his chance once it was given to him. So well in Kloppo, and of course well in Andy Robertson. LFC _5 is back from Malice now. So how did you get on, mate? Was the pill bitter? I hope it wasn't too bitter. I'll have to get your report card first though, mate. Connor said, new username. Who is this? Look at him promoting himself with his Twitter handle on here. You shameless bastard, plugging yourself, Connor. So anybody who does see Con Artist LFC there, that's also Connor's Twitter handle if anybody wants to give him a follow. And you know what, if we're lashing out the shameless plugs, Connor, I'll give my own Twitter account a plug as well. I have set up a new personal account because people always ask me how can they get in contact. And I did ditch Twitter, but I now have a new Twitter account, so if anybody wants to give me a follow on there. Is that right? Bear with me. Trying to write and do stuff at the same time shows you how useless I am, guys. There we go. So my Twitter account is at @copjaffer_LFC. So it's gone into the chat there. If anybody wants to give me a follow on there, please do so. And Connor's is at ConArtistLFC. And it's not because he literally is a fucking con artist, it's because dude is an artist and his name's Connor. It's not because he's going to scam you out of your money. He's far too nice of a fella to try that one, trust me. And he doesn't like spending money himself either, because he's a typical culchie. Michael said, if you ever want more mods, I'll gladly help, mate. We are Spanner FC, Blue Spanner FC, Connor likes to call us on here. I can only get away with so many before Connor goes ballistic at me though, so We tend to make people who are in all the time, and I've been here since the start, mods, and it's kind of just our little way of saying thank you. Michael said, I'll follow you, Craig. Thank you, Michael, mate. Very much appreciated. And of course, do follow our own Twitter account, which is at Anfield Agenda. You can see on the image on the screen there, bottom left hand corner is our Twitter account. Dennis said, can anyone see my crest? Not at the moment. All I can see is a little blue man, mate. Where else have we got? Connor wants everyone to get him to 7k. Where are we at with the subs, guys? Have we got the 3250 by you absolute fucking legends? Have we got there yet? I'm sorry, I'm like an excited child here. Right, so we're getting towards the last 15 minutes of the stream, guys. And you guys know by now that for the last 15 minutes, we like to mix it up a little bit. And we like to ask you guys what you want to talk about, to have a bit of a fun for the last 15 minutes. So if it goes a little bit off topic, if it's not Liverpool related, and it may well be Liverpool related, but last 15 minutes, what do you guys want to have a chat about? Let me know. Jace is heading off, mate. Thank you for joining us, Jace, buddy. I'll catch up with you real soon. And best regards to the family, mate. I hope they're all well. So yeah, guys, last 15 minutes, what do we want to talk about? 3,244 subs, guys. We just need 6 more subs. If there's 6 people watching there that haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, guys. It will make me very, very happy to get to 3,250 again. So please do hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, guys. If you're watching and you haven't yet smashed that like button, please do it. Right, so last 15 minutes, what have we got? Oh yeah, Connor's giving a bit of breaking news there as well. So for anybody that is sick of seeing the sight of the chimney behind me here, or sick of seeing, you know, this boring ass background, as Connor's saying here in the chat, we're getting a green screen sorted out soon. So Connor wants you to suggest some funny backgrounds that we could put behind us. That's a great way of ending the stream, Connor. Really good suggestion, buddy. So yeah, as Connor said, the chimney breast will be going from behind me. Eventually we're going to get a green screen and we're going to make it a bit more fun. We're going to make it a bit better than this behind me here. So if anybody has any suggestions for things they'd like to see on it, let us know. Because as we always said, this is your channel. You guys tell us what to do. So we will take all suggestions on board and let us know what you'd like to look at, what you'd like to see behind. Peter McPeatface said, can't believe we've waited for the season to start and now we've already got a weekend with no Liverpool game. It feels like a long ass time, mate, to wait till Monday, but it'll be worth it on Monday. I've no doubt the Reds will go and smash Palace and there'll be another 3 points in the bank. The Raptor said, one more time, Premiership teams can turn a profit without fan attendance. Think about that. It's out of control, really. Yeah, you are right, Raptor, mate, but that also kind of lends itself to the argument of this whole blackout for 3 p.m. kickoffs in the UK. I think in this day and age that's ridiculous. I know it was put in place to keep attendances up at games, but surely now in the Premier League at least they could remove that blackout from the 3 p.m. kickoff and allow it to be shown on TV. And look, don't even get me started on the reasons why we can't get us a package to subscribe to watch all the Liverpool games in the UK and Ireland. Why we can't buy a Liverpool season ticket and watch 38 Liverpool games a season or 38 league games. I cannot believe in this day and age we still can't do that. It seems absolutely mental. I understand why, obviously, before anybody starts tweeting back at me. I know the reasons why they can't do it, but it still just seems wrong on so many levels. It seems anti-fans to me. What country has the best flag, says Far Isle. Ireland, clearly, hands down. Without a shadow of a doubt. No, to be fair, I've been a fan of Jamaica's one. I do like Jamaica's flag. I think it's just the colour combination I like more than anything else. Japan's is nice and simple as well. So it doesn't have to be football. Tom Baker's from Liverpool. Was he the greatest Time Lord ever? I don't watch Doctor Who, so I'm definitely the wrong person to ask there. Would you rather a season of Salah and Mane in goal or Alisson and Karius up front? Jesus, that's a question I hope none of us ever have to see come into fruition, buddy. But what would I rather? It would have to be the two lads up front, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would have to be the two lads up front because we gotta not concede. So that's a horrible question though, in a beautiful way. Get adverts, says Dirty Girl. We've explained the whole thing about monetization on YouTube before. I think we've reapplied to get monetization on here, which of course would mean adverts, super chat, and all that kind of thing. But as it stands, we don't have it. They refused us the last time, and hopefully they let it go this time, and they will give us monetization and allow us to get super chats and have some ads and stuff from time to time, which will make the channel self-funding, which of course will mean we won't have to talk about Patreon and stuff like that. Jesus, I went to get some groceries, wasn't expecting you to still be on. You're a warrior, said Kill for Hire. Did you get me at? I mean, more importantly, I hope you brought something for everyone. You go to the shop, mate, you can at least bring us back a diet chav or a packet of crisps or something. But yeah, we're here 24/7, mate. We never go away. Connor doesn't let me leave this chair. I actually have a toilet and all built in underneath the table here in front of me. I'm just very silent about how I go about my business. Connor won't let me leave. Let's talk about how shit of a club, how much of a joke United are, says Michael. Cheese room, said Damo. Cheese room, I don't know, mate. They're holding back the cheese room because the stadium isn't allowed to be opened yet. So yeah, the cheese room is on hold. The Derry Lee trucks are doing laps around Spurs Stadium waiting to be allowed in. Dennis, good night, mate, and we will talk to you very soon. Tony Smith said, I'd like to see a big 19 with 2019 champions at the bottom of it. And Gareth reckons that Wales has the nicest flag. And Michael is spot on, saying Ireland has the nicest flag. Come on, people. Pepper Red says, green screen, short footage of Man United players and fans when Aguero scored a QPR. No, mate, I don't want to look at that. Even if they're upset, I don't want to look at United fans behind me. Pat Bod said, con artist, replace the chimney with a picture of Raptors cellar. We don't want to frighten people, mate. We've seen glimpses of Raptors dungeon. He's given us a behind the scenes tour, and the shit that goes on there, mate. I'm not gonna lie. It's I've seen what he does to the thumbs downers in there, and it ain't pretty. I lost 2 or 3 nights sleep over it when I seen what he does. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful what Raptor does in there. He doesn't show them any respect, or he just tears them apart. It's horrible. But they deserve it. Aren't they thumbs downers? They do deserve it. Bruce Grobler or Allison, asked Gareth Phillips. It's really early to say on Allison, but I'm more excited about Allison because I think we needed him so much more than Grobler at the time. Remember, Damo said, night Dennis, remember to stick your big blue spanner in your toolbox, as Pat Mustard said to Mrs. Doyle. What about random old Liverpool games and images so we can guess the team? We wouldn't be allowed, mate. We'd be screwed for copyright again. You're not allowed to show moving images or stuff like that in the background. It would get us done for copyright infringement. We got to play by the rules, and that's what we've always tried to do on here as well. We don't want to break the rules. We just want to know what the rules are from time to time. It's strange that you guys have it so complicated in the UK regarding viewing. I'm all the way in South Africa and we have full access to all games of Premier League, La Liga and Serie A from the same broadcaster. I know me, it's crazy. It's not just South Africa. I've heard about it in Australia, I've heard about it in the States and other countries that people can get every single game, every single week. And whilst that's brilliant and we're absolutely delighted that you guys can get it, everybody should be able to get it. It's nuts that we can't get a package. It's one of the few things that really pisses me off about the Premier League, and mostly I love the Premier League, of course, it's the best league in the world, but not being able to watch Liverpool every single week, or Everton if you're an Everton fan, or United if you're a United fan, whoever you support, not being able to watch your club every single week legally, of course, without getting the dodgy streams that everybody's had to go through occasionally. It just doesn't seem right. And it's just going to drive more and more people away from paid TV and into the dodgy boxes and stuff. So it's a shame. You'd hope that it can get rectified. And I'm looking forward to the day where somebody has cameras set up in the COP and we can wear virtual reality masks, and we can be watching the game if we're at home and we can't make it over to Anfield. We can watch the game from the Kop with a VR mask on and feel the atmosphere, feel like we're right standing there on the Kop for a big game. And can you imagine how many fucking season tickets clubs could sell then? If you bought a season ticket pass to stand on the Kop, if you're a fan from Australia or America or Ireland who can't get to the game, or another part of the UK perhaps, imagine how amazing it would be being at home, putting on your VR mask, having the sound in your ears and stuff as well, hearing the crowd singing in the Kop, and standing there watching the game, being able to turn around and see the full view of everybody around you and stuff. That would be a license to print money for football clubs. And I'm sure it's something they're looking into. Absolute killer. Because they're limited at the minute. Obviously Liverpool can only sell X amount of tickets for every game. But if you have virtual reality, you can sell infinite amounts of tickets to games on virtual reality stores. And not only that, so if you're on virtual reality store and you're here, you're watching the game and you have your headset on, and all of a sudden it's getting to half time or something, and a special offer comes across that says click here to buy the Liverpool kit at 10% off or something like that. It could be so interactive. Imagine being able to watch the guys train for a specific period or something as well in virtual reality and feel like you're there at Melwood with the guys. I mean, that's the type of future we should be looking to do with football, and that's the type of fan interaction and experience we should be getting. Randy66 said, Craig, if you could choose one Liverpool ex-player to drop into the current team, who would it be? Probably before the season I might have said Souness, mate, but I feel we have that midfield steal now with Naby, so who would I pick? I'd probably say Alan Hansen and drop him in beside Virgil van Dijk. It will be easy to add any of the forwards, but I'm just trying to think of somewhere in the team where we could do with strengthening. And whilst I think young Gomez has a bright future, I mean, dropping Jockey Hansen in there at this moment in time in his peak would be class. So yeah, I'd go with Hansen, mate. Where else are we? Sorry, I'm just trying to get back through everybody's comments. What about a quiz night? Said Skipper Log. That's a good show. That is a really good show. That's something we could do actually on the website. We could have a quiz night on there, and we could do it in the members chat section. Perhaps something we can even do on a regular basis, Skipper Dog, mate. So thank you. That's a brilliant idea. And Connor, I hope you're noting that one down, buddy. A quiz night on the website, which will be brilliant, mate. Well in. That's a really good idea. Thank you for that one. Connor, get that noted down, mate. Quiz night, website, member site, bang bang, write it down. I'm gonna forget it if you don't write it down. Farwell's off to walk the dog. Will bring us a Bluetooth as well, mate. I say this to you every night, but lots of love for the way you look after your pooch. Fair play to you. Charlie said, Craig, you can never wear the green shirt anymore. Yeah, I get that, mate, but you know, it's a small sacrifice to make. I mean, come on, I do love the chimney breast background, but the idea of having a green screen and having some fun with that is a good idea. Get a co-host who disagrees with you, says Gareth Phillips. Yeah, it's a good idea. Connor should get his ass up here and we could do more stuff together. So who'd like to see Connor come to my gaff and me and Connor to do live streams together in person in the house occasionally? Wouldn't everyone like to see that? I know I'd love to do it. We could change the setting. We could go into the living room or something and set it up there. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see Connor come on regularly, once every couple of weeks or once a week, and do a live stream on here with myself and himself? Be great fun. I'd like it anyway. Charlie, we could make him a literal egg, said Connor. How can you make an egg any more of an egg though, Connor? I mean, you know, it's a tough one. Randy66 says, the Commonwealth flag of Dominica. Check my flag out, Craig, and then tell me if this ain't the best looking flag. Right, I'll do that right now on the stream, mate. Commonwealth flag of Dominica. Right, bear with me. I realise this is making shitty viewing, guys, but I do want to see this flag, so bear with me. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's a weird one. Is this the flag you're talking about, mate? Hang on. This one? Is that the flag? That is a weird ass flag. But weird in a beautiful way. So if that's your flag, then it's certainly up there, mate. It's certainly better than most of the boring flags. How about some hairstyles on a green screen behind you, said Megan Unke. Yeah, we can have that game. You know the game that they had for wasn't it Soccer AM had, where I can sit there and loads of hair can just fly past me and you can try and stop the hair on my head at some point, so it just whizzes past Scouse wigs and you can finally stop the hair. Maybe we can make an app, Connor, where there's loads of different hairstyles. You just add them to my bald ass head and see what I look like with different hairstyles. Your camouflage shirt will finally work on the new green screen, Craig. Is the Palace game on TV? It is. It's on Sky, I believe, on Monday night at 8 o'clock. Only in the UK you can't get every game. It's nuts, says Mickey. And Ireland, mate. Add Ireland into that one as well. The Raptor is heading back to the dungeon now to take care of his guests down there. Good night, Raptor, mate, and we'll talk to you very soon. Guys, have we done it? Have we hit 3,250 subscribers? If we still have time, guys, do hit that subscriber button. But somebody please let me know. Check that out for us. I want to do it so badly on this stream, guys. It would mean the world if we hit 3250 on this stream. So don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are watching and you haven't yet subbed, please do so. We're on what? Just over the 2 hour mark as well. So a nice long stream again tonight. Vinny, you're heading off as well, mate. Thank you for joining us. And we will talk to you soon. DK said, a name for your midweek show. Midweek Reds play on midweek Blues. And he said, hey Craig, since you're a goalie like me, who's your favourite under the radar goalie of all time? Jorge Campos is yours. I do remember Campos and his fucking crazy jerseys, that little Mexican genius. I do remember Jorge Campos, yeah. Always wore them crazy ass jerseys. Who's my favourite under the radar goalkeeper of all time? Obviously I could say Shay Giffen, but how under the radar is he? Let me think. I always like, he's a bit old school, and he's not really that under the radar, but I suppose maybe a lot of people don't remember him, but I always loved Antonio Zubizarreta, that played for Barcelona. He was a hero of mine growing up as well. Under the radar keepers is a tough one. Do you know who I always kind of admired from afar as well, and I was a bit upset when Spurs got him as a backup? The dude that came from Swansea, what was his name? Is he the French guy that was at Spurs? I mustn't rate him that highly if I can't even think of his name now. But yeah, Zubizarreta is probably mine. The Amazon do have some of the rights to Premier League football from next season, says Mickey. Con Artis, you got a blue spanner very fast, said Thomas. 3,244, said Anthony. Come on, guys, we can get that last 6. If you're watching, hit that subscribe button. What have you got to wait for? Hit the subscribe button. Make us hit that target that we set ourselves for this stream, guys. We've 6 to go. Surely we can get 6 subscribers from somewhere before we leave the stream. I feel like I should stay until we get to 6. I feel like it's the right thing to do. Michelle Vorm, that is the one. Thank you very much. Michelle Vorm is definitely the one. Pat Jennings is a good shout from Toby Smith. Pat Bott said, I went to the Army and Navy store to get a camouflage jacket but couldn't find them. But Peter McPeeface, how are you doing watch-alongs on the games that aren't on TV? Absolutely. Every single Liverpool game I'd say we will do it, but I'm going to be honest and say we will do our utmost to. But yes, we will do a watch-along of every game. We'll get there. We'll do it somehow. So yes, mate, we will do a watch-along every Liverpool game on here somehow. But yes, we will do it, even if they're not on TV. Thomas Boland said, in America, local networks are obliged to show local teams for free, which is cool. I do like that. That's a really nice idea. So yeah, well in. That's a good idea. Well done, America, on that one. A good show for Zubizarreta. Said he was, as I said, he was a hero of mine growing up. But Campos was that was a good show as well. Campos certainly brings back memories of USA '94, particularly. Randy said, Craig, for a background, what about the Reebok yellow kit where they had the group of supporters of Graham Souness? Do you remember that? I do remember that kit. I never liked any of the Reebok kits at all, to be honest. They never did it for me. Stay another hour, I'm really enjoying the stream, said Mickey. I feel like I'm determined that we hit that 3250, guys, even if we have to go wake people up and get them to subscribe. Surely we can hit 3250. This is amazing. I can't believe what a good night we're having on here tonight. D said favourite World Cup ever, 1994 was mine. Was the first one I can remember. Italia 90, as an Irish person. D, it has to be Italia 90. It was an amazing time to be Irish. It was our first World Cup. The country was changing big time around us as well. So definitely Italia 90 for me. Connor said, we're getting that many subs, we may have to slow it down. So subscribe quickly before you miss your chance. I like your thought process, Connor. But guys, please do hit that subscribe button. Trying to hit 3250 on this stream to get us back to where we were. But like, well into everyone that has subscribed and to everyone that's given us a thumbs up. You're absolute legends. Thank you very much. Chris Woods from Mega Donkey. Sheffield Wednesday's goalkeeper. Yeah, proper old school goalkeeper there as well. Good show. DK said, if I could bring back one player from Rafa's Liverpool, am I crazy to say I would take Mascherano over Gerrard? I don't want to be the one to call you crazy, D, but I mean, Stevie G, come on, imagine Stevie G in behind that front three up there now. Imagine what he could do with regards to putting balls through for them. Jesus. Ooh. With Naby there as well alongside him and Fabinho sitting deeper. Oh, I only dream about what Stevie G could do. Stevie G. He would do something, some damage in this team. But Mascherano, look, he was a quality player as well. But I would have to say possibly you're a little bit crazy, with all love and respect. I definitely have Gerrard over Mascherano in this team. Garrett said, I don't think Klopp has made a bad signing. The only questionable one, I suppose, that hasn't really worked out is Loris Karius at this moment in time as things stand. But he was only, 4.25 or 4.5 million quid, so an absolute drop in the ocean with regards to football money. Mickey Fryer said, you should get the rest of the world's Reds on here soon. That's the plan, Mickey, mate. I know we're fighting an uphill battle and we're up against some brilliant content providers out there, but we'll keep plugging away and doing our best. And if people dig what we're doing, then hopefully they join us and subscribe and you know, join in the chat here and meet some of who I believe are the best Reds in the world, which is of course you guys. And I love the fact that you guys come on here every night and give us your time. It's really generous of you and we do appreciate it. Italia 90 was great, said Skipper Dog. It was amazing for the country. Killer for Hire's heading off, mate. Good night. And don't forget to drop around whatever you got me in the shop earlier on as well, buddy. 101 likes, says Patbot. So well in on that one, guys. Thank you for that. 101 likes is a lovely big number. So thank you for that one. Alonso was amazing, says Skipper Dog. I loved Xabi Alonso, mate. I loved him on so many levels. I love the fact that he was an exchange student in Ireland at one point as well and played a bit of hurling in his time over here. So loads of love for Xabi Alonso. Billy Little is Megan Onkey's show. Connor remembers the 1946 World Cup and was definitely his favourite one. Cocker was a mad signing, says Damo. Craig, do you think it's bad if a Liverpool fan doesn't like You'll Never Walk Alone? As in the song, mate? Is that what you mean? I'll never judge another Liverpool fan for anything, mate. Everybody likes and dislikes things for various reasons, so all I ever ask any fan or anybody is to just treat other people with respect. I have this phrase where I say that respect should be the minimum in life that anybody should get or give. So I'd never judge anybody, mate. It's not my place to do so. Karius did get us to a Champions League final and came here for near nothing. I don't consider it a bad signing. He's not a bad goalie, just had a bad game, that's all. Danny Stevens says Cocker was good in a few of the games he played. An amazing centre forward as well, Mr. Cocker. That was nuts, wasn't it? Having him play up front that night. Mascherano, Gerrard access was pure sex. Imagine that behind our current front three. Gerrard would do serious damage in there, to be fair. And before we got Naby in, I would have loved Mash, but I do love Naby Keita. I think you're going to grow. If you already don't, you're going to grow to love the dude as well. I know there was no 1946 World Cup, Connor. I'm aware. That's why I was going with your joke, buddy. You could do a debate now between two of you, i.e. Suarez or Torres, who was better. Yeah, another good show. Well, we're going to try and have different team chat rooms for you guys to go into as well. So, as an example, one thing we were trying to do was think of a Hall of Fame is something Rod suggested, where we could go in and talk, people could be in that chat room and talk about the good old days or the past Liverpool things. We could have a room for people who want to go in for a whinge or a moan. And there's a few things we're going to do with the website, but of course, to make these things work, we've got to have you guys to buy into what we're doing. So if you haven't gone on to anfieldagenda.com and signed up for your free membership, then guys, please do so. I'm going to put it in just in case you forget. Really simple as well. anfieldagenda.com. Jump on there and you can sign up for your free membership. And your membership will get you access to members' chats. It'll get you access to private streams. It'll get you discounts for any future stuff that we put out there, any deals that we manage to strike with other businesses or other companies. So lots of reasons to sign up to the free membership. Again, we're looking at doing loads of little things. Connor has quizzes up there at the minute as well, which are open and accessible to everyone. You don't have to have a membership to go on and get access to Connor's quizzes, which are great fun, and Connor puts a lot of work into them, so fair play to him for that one. Mr. Bugsar said sorry was just a way signing up to the website. Very impressed. Thank you. Although, you know, Connor did all the work, so I'm just here getting the glory, but Connor put all the work into the website, so well done to Connor on that one. The website is looking cool. And I hope everybody enjoys it. And as I said, we've got a shitload of people signed up, so we're delighted about that one. Have we hit the number, guys? Am I allowed to leave you? Have we hit the number? Connor, somebody tell me where we're at with the subs. Am I wasting my time, or have we got there? Because I feel like my voice is going, and I've been going 2 hours and 15 minutes at this point, and a pod before it, so it's been a long night, but a fun night, a really fun night actually. What else we got? Thanks for the website, Mr. Bugsar says to Connor. Five off, go to sleep. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm hoping we'll hit that target over the course of the night, or when people watch it back. Guys, if you're watching this on playback later on, or you're watching this, you know, tomorrow morning or whatever, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And to those of you that are watching it live and have watched it with us, thank you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up before you head off. And don't forget to keep an eye out for our very first Between the Lines podcast, which I am going to upload now to the podcast apps as soon as I leave this stream. So check out your podcast player if you want a podcast, if you want more content before you go off to sleep. If you're on YouTube, keep an eye out tomorrow. We'll upload that podcast there. And of course, I will be back tomorrow with another stream, 9:45 or so. It was a little bit later tonight because of the pod, but tomorrow night, 9:45, we'll be back for another stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us again, and up the motherfucking Reds.